Wow, that was quick.
Yeah. Hey guys.
Going on, guys? I don't mean quick as in, yeah, it's 8 o'clock already, but wow,
But
that
it
was
is
quick.
it is it's 8 p.m. It is 8 p.m. Eastern. Oh, sorry.
Going on, guys? I don't mean quick as in,
Sorry, that was my fault. I had it on mute and I took it off.
Right. So Yaya's in the house, Cemetery's in the house, me, Black Mamba's in the house, Charles. Yeah. Evening, guys. How's it going this fine evening? Hopefully you're doing all right.
what's going on, guys?
It was up.
Hopefully you're not baking like Charles is. Although Yaya, you're down there too.
Oh, he's way hotter than I am. He's yeah,
I am in the pain. Sorry.
Russ. Yeah, Russ is definitely hotter than I am.
I am in pain is in the house. Says hey.
How's it
And
going?
yes. Go ahead.
Hilly.
Yeah, Black Mamba is as well. Black Mamba would be close to being hotter as well. 'Cause he's in deep South Texas, so he'd be another one that's in should be in the mid hundreds
It's been
or
so
low
hot
hundreds.
today. It's been so hot today that today it was 80, and there was people with jeans and a jacket on walking around.
Yeah.
80 degrees.
Kelly's in the house.
Hey, Kelly.
You're still burning from your pepper. I didn't see Charles. You did a pepper today.
I did. I did. I kept it simple. I ate only a half. But Rob Lumberg's Yellow Jacket. I was this close to picking a habanada. My habanada is almost ready, and I was going to do a twofer, but then I said I'll wait till tomorrow. Get a little bit more color. So yeah. So probably tomorrow I'll try the habanada. But I do have other plans tomorrow as well because I'm going to call Old 300 Ranch and actually see if they have any Valhalla sausage challenge sausage links left and go pick that up since it's only 20 something minutes away and actually maybe try a little bitty piece. But I'm scared as hell of eating that sausage, especially after watching Scoville and Sasquatch. So yeah, mine will be a very small portion if I do. I'm not eating, I'm not going to complete the challenge, but I want to at least try the sausage.
How many did Scoville do? Because I tuned in the middle, and I think
You
I
have to eat
saw.
the whole thing.
Oh, I thought he had like three.
No, it's like a whole one pack. It's the whole thing. He may have cut it up, but you got to eat the whole pack, which is a whole complete whatever they call a whole full sausage. You know how you get it in a pack,
Oh,
whatever it is.
like a link or whatever.
Well, however I don't know what the correct terminology is, but yeah.
What's up, Bear?
Kelly's in the house too. And hey, Bear.
So yeah, it's a pretty mean. Yeah, he ate the whole thing. The link. Yeah, it's crazy, man. You watch Sasquatch's video. I could probably find that and put a link. Look at the peppers coming out of the sausage when he has it cut. You can actually see those peppers coming out of the casing where the meat is. I mean, it is packed full of peppers. And Sasquatch, he had same like Scoville. You know, they were chugging along with it, but you know, it took them a bit. And those guys are like super heavyweights. I mean, they can eat a hell of a lot of stuff, and so it's pretty hot from my understanding. I mean, if you look at the ingredients, I'm gonna find that right now. I'm gonna put a link.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
Kelly wants to know what's all in it.
Oh, I described it yesterday on the live stream uh, on mine. Thanks for everybody who watched my live stream last night as well. I appreciate that. Uh,
One
Except
of the grocery stores here has the butcher shop in house,
mhm.
and they'll take and actually make up sausage for you any style you want. Um, and the sausage links that we wanted to do were like $12 a pound for them to make it up, and that's why I went and got the sausage making kits myself, or kit myself, so that I could do it myself. But yeah, if you don't have the time or whatever to go and do it, a lot of butcher shops will do that for you.
what's up, Chris?
Chris is in the house. Kiki, do you love pepper style?
Okay, so here's the. I don't have Facebook, but at least it'll show you the page. But that'll show you just like sausage and stuff, and you can scroll down, and then you'll go to pictures, and then it should have that Valhalla uh, Valhalla label that shows everything that's on that uh, sausage. And I mean, I could read it again. I had
Russ says, "Give it to me to DIY."
I don't think you want to DIY.
Probably not.
Oh, wait till you hear these ingredients.
yeah. Let me pull that up again.
The
Because
last
while you
batch
were
we did,
talking
we did
about
with
it, good.
the last batch we did it with ahi lemon drop, a bit of Bohemian goat, and then a good amount of scorpion in it.
Okay, so this is the ingredients for the sausage links. It is ground pork specialty sausage with a chili head in mind, predominantly peppers, 7-pot brain strain, hybrid Gorpions, peach reapers, assorted Trinidad Maruga scorpions, chocolate scorpions, Satan strains scorpions, sauce mix-ins, Thor's hammer, and from volcanic pepper, which is the hottest natural sauce currently, because even the owner of Burns and McCoy said that's the hottest thing out there. And then Deverandum, which I have tried. So you have two of the hottest hot sauces naturally in mixed with the sausage and all those peppers. So yes, it is a handful.
But no beef in it, huh?
No, it's pork.
That's what I did. I took beef and pork in equal amounts, put those in, and then I took a bit of pepperoni and ground that up in the meat grinder and put that in, and then all the spices, and then mixed it all through.
Yeah.
Black Mama, the Valhalla sausage.
It's called the Valhalla Sausage Challenge from Old 300 Ranch, which is in Hempstead, Texas, which is not too far from me here. So 25 minutes away. So I was thinking to see if they had some of that. They actually do have other spicy sausages. So if they don't have that, I may still go pick up some of the other ones that they have that are pretty spicy. So we'll see. I'm still on vacation, so I've just been chilling, and that seems like something I can do. I think you can. I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't have Facebook, so I'm kind of limited on what I can look at. But yeah, I'm into paint says no problem. So yeah, it's probably nothing for him or Russ.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that.
Valhalla Death Sausage from Joey Kilman Mamba. Yeah. I was thinking it could be an interesting thing to try and do a challenge with. Take one link and slice it into small pieces and see if people could handle it. But yeah, that sounded pretty hot.
Yeah, that's pretty hot. So like I said, and to be honest, I don't even know what the cost is. So, like I said, I don't even. I mean, it's going to be up there because I mean, some specialty sausages are high as it is, and you got all those peppers and the sauces and stuff. Because Thor's hammers. Well, of course, they're not going to use a lot of it. Well, I don't know how much they use, but Thor's hammer's $15 a bottle. Deveranum's $9. So you got they're using some. Well, it's not expensive sauces. It's not like they're using others that charge you 20 something bucks. Not mentioning any names.
Well, you said you could see the peppers coming out of it.
Yeah,
So it must mean it's fresh peppers.
Yeah, and here, let me get the link to Sasquatch. If you're not subscribed to Sasquatch, he's another one. He's there's a group of beast. They're all in beast mode. So you got Sasquatch, Johnny Scoville, L.A. Beast. Hell, there's a couple people here that could do it. Brando, Russ. Russ could definitely be in that beast mode circle. I'm into pain.
Maybe.
I'm into pain. Can definitely take some stuff too as well. So yeah, it's there's that group who can definitely do a lot of things.
Tom David is in the house.
Yeah, how's it going?
So,
Howdy, Tom. But yeah, the one butcher shop about 15 miles from here, they do all the specialty type beef sticks. And walked in there one day and, no, habanero beef sticks. And like, I asked the lady behind the counter, are they hot? She says, yeah, they're really hot. They'll make you sweat. So I picked up a dozen of them, walked out, sat in my truck, took a bite of one, had a slight tang to it, took another bite, ended up eating three of them, went back in and said they're not hot at all. And just laughed. They didn't make me sweat. I just sat and ate three of them. You know, it had a nice tang to it, but jalapenos were hotter.
that's not saying much. I haven't had a hot jalapeno in years. And again, in my spare time, I go on the channel and do the death nuts. So what am I saying?
I had a Subway sub the other night, and every time I go in there, I say, put just light jalapenos on it. I get all the way through to like the last three bites, and I got my roulette pepper. And I don't know what it was, but sandwich was fine all the way through. Nice little tang here and there. But I bit into that one, and my mouth just went, whoa. Gotta love it.
I haven't had one of those in a long time.
Sandy's in the house. That's Sandy, right, Alex?
No.
Oh, okay, mixed. Okay, Alex is in the house. Sorry.
You're
I
thinking
got
of
it mixed
Alex.
up.
Alex
Huh?
Reed.
Okay. What's going on YouTube? I don't know, but our little show's going along quite nice.
Heard that on somebody's channel once. Hey, look, join the conversation.
I guess my internet connection or something went out. So
Yeah,
sorry.
there were two of you for a bit.
Yeah, it's the solar flares. I don't know if there's really solar flares, but that sounds like a good. Okay, let's see. So I posted, and let's see if it went through this time. That's Sasquatch's Valhalla. Let's see, make sure that's it.
Sweet. Alex says his greenhouse building officially started today.
Yeah.
Good luck, man. Yes, I am in pain says I think the key to tolerance is the frequency you eat hot foods. Yeah. Well, I use like Crimson Blaze like every time I make something to eat.
Yeah. I mean, it just takes a while, and you know, sometimes you just never get used to it. I mean,
I don't know if you want to call it made the mistake or did the right thing or what, but when I started getting into hot stuff, I went straight to the top. Like Dave gave me a bottle of Allegheny City Farms hot sauce, and I used that on everything for weeks.
well, I mean, like I said, I mean, uh, the thing that started me, that took me over the top, was the serpent's head. That piece that made me get through most of the thing. And I had issues with, like I said, the powder consistency, taste of that number three death nut. That's about the only issue I've really had, besides hiccups and a few things of sweat on a lot of the other things that I've had. But yeah, that's the only thing that really got me. It was really all that messed up powder stuff that's, you know,
Hey, Scott.
made me feel like dying. Hey Scott, how's it going?
What's up,
I
Scott?
actually I could.
And there went Charles again.
Oh, Is it me or was Rev?
That was you.
No. What
Another
the,
solar flare.
is it? I don't know what the hell's going on tonight. Because it says I got a good connection. Who knows?
Your image gets all pixelated and then flashed out, and then it was pixelated and when it came back in. And right now you're jumping.
Weird. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah, I like. Well, yeah, I've been eating things with like ghosts and scorpions and reapers in it lately, like powders. So I'm sure that's helped me out a little. Because seriously, those death nuts weren't bad. I mean, they were hot and they gave a little rumbling in the stomach, but they were not bad at all.
Yeah.
Is that, talking in comparison to the first batch?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Even the first time wasn't that bad. Like the death nuts themselves. The thing that got me was I took a drink of beer, like, I don't know, 10 minutes, or no, like 5 minutes after it was over, something like that. And like 15 minutes later, it just felt like I lit my stomach on fire with gasoline.
Yeah.
But
Like I said, for me, I had the initial thing, but like I said, I'm not gonna lie. Am I still pixelating or is it good?
no, you're good.
Oh,
Hey,
for me, I have, I would say, I don't know how you describe it, panic attacks with things in my throat. That's why honestly I don't like to go too far with peppers that attack your throat because I'm just weird like that, and I feel like I don't know, I start in my head that something's going wrong and I can't breathe. I just don't like that feeling, and that bothers me. So the number three, of course, I mean it wasn't that hot, but the powder and the reaction to everything just got my throat, and I thought I couldn't breathe, and I sort of freaked out so damn much. And I still think it was the worst one out of the five. Because, like I said, once you get past that one, four and five weren't that bad to me. And then, like I said, the only thing I had was the little bit of discomfort in the hurricane lamp.
Yeah, this is a hurricane lamp.
The only thing I had else was the like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I had a little discomfort in my stomach. And then after that, I was like, yeah, I just don't want to do this over stupid nuts again. I just don't want to do it again.
like Russ says, best round of the death nuts so far. That's
Yeah.
what, 4 times now? Nice
that.
long. Nope. Freaking lamp.
Yeah, literally, you can set it on fire if you want.
Barney had no after effects, I swear. Okay.
We're referring to Barbie.
Yeah, Barbie. Tried to correct it and spelled it wrong again.
Yeah, Barbie, okay.
Or
I'm
didn't it?
thinking, who's Barney?
Yeah.
I didn't, the everyday Canadian, I didn't never caught what his first name was. So I thought they were talking about him.
Yeah, Scott.
Yeah, he was the only one that had any effects. Susie, me, Barbie, and Russ, nothing. We were fine. The only effects I had was right after it was done. It was just like a burning in my stomach, and that was it. I didn't even drink anything after the death nuts for over a half hour.
Well, see, I don't think I did for if I go back, I don't look at videos again, but when I did the death nuts, I don't think I did either. I mean, I didn't do that really for most of the things that I've had. Definitely not the bad chip. Some things I do, but
Yeah, the first death nuts, I know I was trying to hold out longer than everybody else. I was just going to wait for everybody to take a drink of something, and then I was going to take a drink. And almost everybody did take a drink, but I forget who it was. Someone was holding out, and I just got to the point I was like, heck with this.
yeah. I mean, I took Blumberg's advice, saying drinking a lot before the death nuts. So I drank a ton of water before because he said that's what his feelings were, to drink a lot before because you're gonna have your throat and everything's gonna be so dry from all that powder. Because I mean, that's what initially gets you. A lot of these chips, you know, the Pocky One Chip Challenge, anything that has a lot of powder, it just attacks you that way because it's just all that powder. I mean,
I ate a big fat greasy burger too.
you know, I
Like
did.
an
I had
outfit.
I had a steak. I had a steak and a steak dinner before I had the Death Nuts. You know, just to make sure I was fully loaded on my stomach, and it still had issues at 4 o'clock in the morning a little bit. But other than that, you know, I don't want to do it again. I mean, I'm glad that other people do like to do it multiple times, but nah, that's it. One time's good for me. I could say I did it, and that's it. It's in the my little glass cabinet with my Pocky One Chip Challenge and whatever else I do. So, and like I said, I'm trying to keep it down too. You know, like I said, I just don't want to ruin myself. You know, I enjoy this stuff, and I just don't want to get to the point where I overdo it, and then something happens, and I can't enjoy this stuff. Because I mean, I really do enjoy everything about all this, and I just don't want to, you know, I mean, just like I want to say wear yourself out, but I think you can almost go too far.
Hey, Marty.
So Marty.
Hey, Marty. But yeah, I think you can almost go too far. So, like I said, I don't. I mean, you know, I'll do it. You know, like I said, I wasn't going to do the Death Nuts. I mean, Dave asked me, and he, like Rev, is very persuasive and puts a lot of pressure on you. So that's the only reason I really did it, because he was like, I wanted somebody to do it with me. Why don't you do it this, and this, and this? And I was like thinking about it, yeah. And then, you know, that's how we got Rev and Derek involved, and all that other stuff. So, you know, I did it once. I said I can, you know, everybody who's done it, you know, I'm glad it was awesome. You know, I'm glad everybody made it through okay. Everybody that I've seen on PLC so far has done well with it. Of course, you know, everybody has uh, some issues, but other than that, I mean, I think everybody's handled it great, and they're not doing that reaction to get view crap like you do a lot of the other ones do the challenge, and they're like, you know, going overboard. I said, you know, maybe I'm you know, saying too much, but you know, maybe they're not used to heat or whatever else. But man, some of them just go crazy. Like they're like, you know, there's no way you would feel like you would have to. I think to have to go to the hospital over the Pocky One Chip Challenge. I mean, honestly. So I mean, it's yeah, it's going to bother you, but it goes away in 10 minutes. It's not like, you know, I need to call the ambulance unless you have some kind of reaction to powders.
Yeah, most of those people don't even eat hot stuff. They go out to eat and they're like, "Ooh, I want to eat hot stuff. Add some jalapenos." Like
Yeah.
when I first got into hot stuff, I ate so much hot stuff. Habaneros didn't have any heat to them. Like I was getting habanero salsa all the time on my tacos and stuff, and then I just got mad because I'm like, "What are you like? You know, are you trying to make it with no heat?" And he's like, "What are you talking about?" And the owner tasted it. He's like, "Oh my god!" He's like, "My tongue's on fire." And so that's when I knew, like, oh, I guess it's just me then.
Yeah, I agree with Russ. You know, the cramps, yeah, but the cramps are after the video. They're not going to have cramps generally on video unless they go for an extended video run, because those cramps aren't going to like start like in 5 seconds.
Yeah, no, they're worried about the mouth burn. And Marty wants to know, are the death nuts really hot? It depends. Like I eat powdered or like powders with Reaper in it like almost every day. So for me, no. I mean, they were hot. Don't get me wrong. Like if you never eat hot things, you probably don't want to do it. But I mean, my mouth was on fire, but it didn't bother me.
You know?
But that's just where I'm at. I don't want to eat a pod. I don't want to eat a Reaper pod, but I eat hot stuff all the time.
And that's totally different too. I mean, people. I mean, that's where, you know, powders, hot sauces are totally different than fresh pods. I mean, you can have some fresh ahis and stuff that'll light you up more than most hot sauces. And because I mean, you get the right pepper, it'll light you up because it's fresh. I mean, it's totally different than everything, you know, cooked down and everything. It's on like it's in a sauce. It's
Like Russ says, they go from hot Cheetos to a Reaper.
oh yeah.
Speaking of the hot Cheetos, can you still get those 2X hot Cheetos there?
Oh yeah.
Could you send me a couple bags?
Yeah, you want a case?
Um, well, 3 bags would be great. Just send me an invoice and I'll pay for it. And let me know what the shipping is too.
Okay.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
Joe's in the house.
I'll try this time to get it so where they're not crushed or nothing.
They all go down the same. Chad's in the house too, I see.
Hey Chad. Yep. He's
Hey,
driving back
everybody.
from Chicago. Yeah, I've really enjoyed watching Chad's videos the past few days.
Driving back from Chicago.
Yeah. Hey Joe. Yeah, Chad, man. Chad, I don't know, something about Chad, man. He just so easygoing and stuff, and just he on all the videos like, hey, Walrus Nation. I just love that Walrus Nation thing.
Oh, Paula's in the house too. Hey, Paula.
I spent a lot of time with the family fishing and everything. It's been real cool. Hey, Paula.
The video that Paula did on the compost tea
Uh-huh.
fermented, I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I just couldn't understand the salt being put in, but a couple of the comments explained it really well. So,
Right.
yeah. You know, you think of salt as a preservative or a sterilizer type thing, not a fermenting type thing. But anyway, gonna post another sweet pepper update here today or tomorrow. Cool.
Yeah. I'm finally starting to get quite a few peppers starting to ripen. But I was having a conversation with someone, and I don't know if it's the heat or whatever, or if it's something got crossed or what. I have a lot of peppers that are going way beyond the color spectrum that they're supposed to be, and that person was saying the same thing, that they're, like I have a Pentanero that's supposed to be yellowish orange, and this year they're orangish red.
Dave was saying that too, where some of his oranges were coming out yellow, I think.
Yeah. Who was that?
Dave.
Oh yeah, Dave. He texted me today. That's who was I was discussing it with, and yeah, it's like they're just totally different. And he doesn't know if it's the heat playing a factor and making the color of the pods come out different. Like I have a tangerine dream that's the shape of a tangerine dream, but it's supposed to be orangish red, but it's pretty damn red to me. So that and maybe I got to thinking after Dave texted me that, about like I've been discussing with Batman about my FL pineapple habanero from him. All mine are red. They're like a light, well, not light red, but they're red, and I don't know if that has a factor in it too. I mean, like I said, I'm not sure about the initial cross that he went with Nick, Chili Wonka's, and then his cross to make it that or what have you. But I don't know. All mine are red, both plants.
Oh, and hey, Chad, Joe, Paulo. Yeah,
So,
Dave is supposed to be on tonight, so again, go to his latest video. # pray for Dave.
yeah, he's a busy guy though.
And Tom, when's Orlando coming? I have no clue what you're talking about. I don't know anybody named Orlando.
I was just wondering who's Orlando, because that was the second comment in regards to Orlando, and I'm like, who's Orlando?
I don't know. If I knew who it was, I could tell you.
Yeah, let's see a red pepper.
Most of our peppers are outside.
I've got fresh ones I picked. I've got tons of them that are red, but I'll go get a red pepper. A bunch of them.
I'd have to eat it.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna eat something else in a second though. But
Okay. Oh, when Russ made that comment about the hot Cheetos, got me thinking about those double hot Cheetos that Charles can get.
What are they, XX or whatever?
Yeah, they're 2X hot Cheetos. Can't find them here anywhere. So yeah, he's gonna send me 3 bags.
I know I saw the flaming Cheetos. I saw those here once.
Yeah, these are twice as hot. You can see just by how they're made. They're different color of the powder on them, and they are considerably hotter, and they're really good. Heck yeah, Charles. Okay. Ray said Orlando was coming. Who's Ray?
Raymond?
Hey, what's up? Hi, Crazy Kimberlin's in the house. Hey, Derek.
Hey, Derek. Yeah, so like this is a Gangster Red, which is a hot pepper. This is how my FL pineapple habaneros are coming out. You said they're supposed to be yellow, but they're red. Devil's Heart, then small little Hinkle hats.
Big pepper, big pepper, big pepper, big pepper, little pepper.
Yeah, they kind of look like a little habanero. I mean, apples. Kind of similar.
You guys look like you've been smoking on some weed. Nope.
Quiet down, dog.
You got company again?
Nah, it's my dog making noise. Barking because she wants out, and then barking because she wants in, but then I open the door and she runs away from the door.
Well, she's barking to say you need to come out and play with her.
Yeah, heck with that. There's mosquitoes out there.
That's why she turned around away so you could go play with her.
Yeah.
Oh, what have we here?
These are Scott Tippett's chips.
Ah, man, there goes Charles again.
What was it again?
We heard these are Scott Tippett's chips.
All right. Hold on one second. I'm going to move over close to my router. Hold on.
Kill your camera before you move, please. Don't need to get seasick, right? Eat my first bright pepper of the season today. Didn't do a vid because it was pretty blood deleted. Oh boy. Small. Okay. A whole bag. Nice. Okay, so Derek, what kind of pepper was it?
Was it
So-
Darth Maul?
So let me ask you a question. Do aphids live in grass and weeds and that kind of stuff?
I imagine so. And they got to live somewhere. They got to get to your plant.
Okay, because up behind my shop, there's a little open area of dirt, and it usually just grows in weeds. Well, they went and cut it sometime over the weekend, and look at my scorpion today, and half of it is just totally infested with aphids now. Or on Friday when I looked at it, I couldn't find one anywhere.
As
I'm
in
just
they were
wondering
hanging
at
out
the
in the
lawn.
grass snacking. As in they were hanging out in the grass snacking, and now that there's not grass, they came on over to your thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. They went through and mowed that because it was, 1.5 2 foot tall weeds, and they cut it all down and took it all away. But now, after that's done, my plant's infested again.
That could be it.
Granted, I got 2 wasp nests real close, so it's not gonna be infected for long. But yeah,
That's good. Those things will take them out.
Derek says lemon drop, Rob.
Sweet. I got a pile of
Yeah,
them.
so like last year, when the first time I had indoor aphids on a few plants, when I had some seedlings or what have, the first I took them outside to harden them off, and the only thing I put them near was a piece of grass on the driveway. That was the only thing that was close. So they did not have aphids going out. So when I brought them back in, they did. So the only thing that was near them was grass.
Remember, adult aphids fly.
Fly, correct. So I don't know. I think they can. I know stink bugs do. I know stink bugs live in grass and stuff. Okay, so going back to hopefully I'm not breaking up, because I'm like right behind the.
You're doing good right now.
Oh, cool. It's probably. I mean, it's not that far, but you know how things do. Stupid technology. Anyway, so Scott came by. He made these. Well, he made me 3 different batches. So we had a good time. So we had. Ooh. We have the medium. This is his medium here.
Those look gnarly.
Yeah, then we have the medium with cheese. And then you have pretty damn really it's hot.
Oh my.
So, and those are, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Scott, I believe it's 7-Pop Bubblegum and Reaper.
Nice.
So, but yeah, I'm going to do one of his, the one with cheese, medium.
Well, they look tasty.
Yeah. So you can see that they're well coated.
And nice coating on those.
Yeah, so.
While you're chewing, I'm in the pain says it's amazing how they can eat hot stuff that's hot, or eat stuff that's hot if you're talking about the aphids. The aphids actually leave the peppers alone. They go after the leaves and the stems and they suck all the juices out of it, and that's what they live on. They leave the peppers themselves alone, but they kill the branches and the leaves. And Scott says, yes, sir. Russ says, yeah.
Those are really good. I tried the medium when he was here, and I did. He said he likes the medium with cheese, which are these. So they're really tasty.
You got them hand delivered? Oh my!
Well, yeah, we were. They're on vacation. I was on vacation, so we kind of set that up so we could hang out for a couple days. So me, him, and his wife. So
Cool.
We also, I think I showed it the other day too, but he brought it me.
Tom said he's been watching us guys for like 8 or 9 years. We've only been doing the live streams since October. But if you're talking about
those as well,
I've been around
from Neil S. in Australia. So his daughter went to Australia on a trip and went to a hippie seed company and picked up a bunch of stuff. So,
did she actually meet Neil and Charlotte?
I believe Scott told me that they weren't there at the time.
Oh, I'd be so mad. All the way to Australia, all the way to the hippie seed company, and I can't meet them.
Yeah, well, I mean, she was. I mean, I think that was mainly to, you know.
She's not a big fan. He is.
Well, I mean, she's there in Australia. I mean, I don't think her trip was centered around her place. Maybe I'm wrong, but you know, she knows her dad's into it, and so knows her dad's crazy like me. But yeah, he was telling me one of his daughters really enjoys sauces and stuff. So
Charles, I'm into pain says I've got some kind of bugs inside of habaneros. Would that be the stink bugs just putting holes in them, or?
Yeah, it could be, because there could be stuff in that goes and gets in there. Yeah, Derek, wait till that Darth Maul ripens. That'd be a fun.
And Derek said, "Man, I'm pumped about this growing season. Actually, have things growing and making pods, with the exception of what the ducks destroy. Thanks to you guys, really, it's all you, man. Won the late from the Bat and Bear, and Dave got me some Miracle Grow. Did he get you Miracle Grow, or did he get you Master Blend?
Master Blend, I think.
That's what I thought. Oh, right, that's right. She was studying abroad. That's what Scott said. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Small black bugs could be a pepper weevil. They're little. Are they? They're like little beetle shape, or how?
Master blend. Haha, yep.
Master Blend's some good stuff, man.
Yep, that's what I use mainly.
I'm 100% Master Blend with all my peppers.
Yeah. Oh, and watching Dave's video. If you haven't checked out Dave, go on there again and watch Dave's last video update, and then make sure you do a hashtag Pray for Dave.
Absolutely.
But he's showing his feeding tubes and everything, and I so wanted to comment on there. If you look at the video, he's which is honest, and I do agree with him too. That, sometimes your plants, you try to stay organic as possible, but there's situations where you have to change. You got to use something else. He gets into that or whatever, but he goes, we're in an extreme situation. All I thought about was a movie Twister, The Extreme. And then, when they're all on there going, extreme, you talk about that at the dinner table or whatever, and talk about the extreme situations, and when they're like all on the CBs, talking about the tornadoes and stuff. That's what I thought about.
Freaky's in the house. Hey, Freaky.
I went to one of the Harold and Kumar's go to White Castle. I was thinking of those guys in the Blazer or whatever the heck, the jacked up Blazer. They kept saying extreme.
Oh, that was the Chase, wasn't it?
No, it was one of the Harold and Kumar because they stole their vehicle.
Oh yeah. But then on the Chase with Charlie Sheen, Flea, and Anthony Kiedis, weren't they doing that too on the big lifted 4x4? There's a bunch of situations where it looks like that, and they're talking about that in movies.
I wonder if they were mocking that movie. That would be funny.
Yes, Derek, it turns mostly red. Mine had one or two little lines going down. The only one that I had turned ripe yet. It had little 3 or 4 little black bars.
Yeah. Amanda Payne said Dorothy. That was the name of their machine they kept trying to go up in the Twister.
Yep. That's a good show.
Mountain Dew is extreme.
Freaky said the best time to change is when you need clean clothing.
Yeah.
It's always got the one-liners.
It's a good thing. Oh. So, Charles, do you think you'll have enough pods to make all your sauces this year?
Yeah. Once they kick in, I mean, they're kicking in now, but the super hots aren't. Like, I was looking at my videos from last year. This time last year, I had tons more pods than I did this year, and I had less plants. This year is just kind of waiting, so I think it's the calm before the storm. So I definitely will have a lot of pods. Hopefully, I'll get the ball rolling. These plants kick it into gear when it's not 100. And yeah, I don't know, Rocky. I mean, he crosses Fada. He crosses a lot of bubble gums. That and Mojo, they do a lot of bubblegum 7-pot bubblegum crosses. So I think it has to have that in the pepper somehow. But yeah, I believe I will. I'll have enough to do those. Like I said, hopefully sell a few boxes pretty soon, get those going, and do some other things. But I believe I will.
Make some new sauces.
Yeah, I've got plans if they ever start podding up. So I do have several sauces that I want to actually make, and I still do have a couple sauces available if anybody's interested.
Where would we find those, Charles?
The LC Marketplace. But you can contact me, do hangouts. I still have I think 1 bottle or 2 bottles of sauce for 2 brains, and I still have quite a few of that vanilla that I made. So yeah.
What's up, Rocky?
Hey, Rocky.
And then yeah, Rocky's salsa is like red hot too. I mentioned that last night, but yeah. This salsa is definitely hot, definitely warm.
What pepper do you put in that salsa, Rocky?
15,
15 different ones?
15 super hots, I think. I
Nice.
think he said that at one time. I could be wrong. Could be, putting words into my mouth or whatever. But yeah, it's hot.
Sweet. That guy will appreciate it.
I was just gonna
Oh
say,
yeah.
Rocky says, just send a jar to Rob B or other Rob. Yeah, he'll love it. Is there tomatoes in it? The new melon sauce Charles has is awesome, everybody. Cool.
Which one's the melon one?
That's the spiced up melon. Is cantaloupe and a hint of orange with Bohemian goat and sugar rush peach.
Sounds good.
So yeah, he says a blend of 12 to 15. I knew it was up there. It's hot. Rocky loves hot stuff. I can guarantee you.
There's your answer. Yep. Fresh ground
Fresh
tomato.
grown tomato from my garden. Cool. Means I can't eat it, but cool. Fricky, where have you been? Good to see you. Oh, hey, Eber.
Hey, Eber, how's it going?
What's up, Eber?
Got to do that. Eber's in the house.
How's the rain situation going over there? Trying to get ready for what coming my way. It rained a little bit today, but not much.
More over to the left, I'm getting the glare off the other camera. Who are you referring to?
No.
Let's see.
But I don't have enough light for there to be glare.
Ricky says, some days when it's not raining, I'm outside and have been watching movies the past few days. Dark says, I'm into pain. It really depends on the ingredients and how much vinegar and whatnot. But for me, a year or two in the fridge. Yeah, if there's vinegar in it, vinegar is a natural preservative. So it'll hold it for quite a while. Yeah, a year, maybe two, depending on whether or not it's open. Yeah, all day and into Thursdays.
Ouch.
Yeah, because I mean, for me, like on my sauces, I put just enough vinegar. I don't like a heavily vinegared sauce. I don't like Tabasco that much. I don't like what I guess you would say like Frank's Red Hot. It has a lot of vinegar. I'm not that. I'm not into that stuff. Like I said, that type of, just traditional style hot wings. That's not my thing either because I just don't like that vinegary buffalo sauce. I like when they make a different sauce and put on there, and it's not so much not so vinegary. But that's just me.
Yeah, refrigerate after opening any sauces.
I'm not big into the vinegary sauces, but the one I do like is that Allegheny City Farms. I forget what it has. It's turbinado cane sugar and pink Himalayan sea salt. But what the heck is the other one?
Which one?
It's like that organic vinegar.
Oh, it's the crap. I use it. Damn. Apple cider vinegar.
No, not apple cider. I don't think I have any. I don't think I have a bottle either. But whatever the organic, the most organic or healthy vinegar that you can get, that's what he uses.
Braggs?
It's Bragg's organic apple cider vinegar.
Yeah, I have a bottle of that in my fridge.
Yeah, that's
The natural mother in it.
I definitely use that. So
Thanks, Paula. I can picture the bottle, but I couldn't think of the name on it. I wonder, can one take out the vinegar if they find it's too strong? Nope, you have to add in all the other ingredients. It's just like trying to take tea out of the water. If the tea is too strong, you can't take the tea out.
Nah, it wasn't one of those crazy organic healthy ones. It was just rice vinegar.
Oh, okay.
I use white rice vinegar or rice. Yeah, rice vinegar. Yeah, white wine rice vinegar. Yeah, depends on what it is.
And he uses Myers lemon juice.
Vicky says, "Hello, Paula. What you want to brag about?" Haha, joke, joke. Yeah, Vicky's not a stand-up comic. He's a sit-down comic. No, never take tea out of. Oh, that's wrong. Yeah. Paulman's Acres? Nope.
Haven't tried that. Ask, hey Derek, have you tried Pullman Acres?
Hmm, I haven't.
Yeah, I don't think I've even heard of that.
Fan of apple cider vinegar and sauces. Yeah, I like the apple cider vinegar too. On top of that, there's something in the apple cider vinegar that actually helps with psoriasis and eczema. Take them,
It's
spray
good.
some on there and let it dry, and it helps with it.
I mean, that's overall. I mean, that's good. I mean, a lot of people dilute that with water and drink that.
Oh, I drink it straight out of the bottle.
Okay.
It's tough, but tastes good.
Okay.
Like I say, I really like vinegar. Like pickle brine. I never throw pickle brine away. I take it and throw it into a jar, and I'll sit and sip on it as time goes on.
Right.
Yeah.
I wonder how that would taste with a shot of vodka in it.
Go for it.
Oh, really gross.
Well, I got the brine from the. What do I have? The Pickles Gills Orange? No. I had the Bohemian Goat hot pickles here from the challenge. And once I'm done with all the pickles, I'm going to save the brine.
Welcome back, Eber.
Eber.
Yeah,
Eber, don't let your cell die.
after I got into like hot sauces, I agree with Charles with not liking the vinegar type sauces unless they're really hot. Because like Frank's Red Hot, heck else, Tabasco. I kind of like Tabasco, but it's not hot. And what's that other one? Frank's Red Hot and the. I think I have some in the fridge. I just haven't used it for a long time because it sucks. But it's just like having vinegar, putting vinegar on your stuff. Like there's no heat to it at all. I thought about what you do and like add powder to it, but
yeah.
I don't know. I'm afraid that I just won't like it.
Oh, that's what I was going to say.
I should take some scorpion powder and put it in there.
Yeah, that's just what I was going to say. I have 2 bottles of Frank's in my fridge right now. I got a brand new bottle, dumped it in half, or split it up so it was half and half. One of them I put about 5 grams of ahi lemon drop into. The other one I put about 4 grams of scorpion into, and shook them up really well. And you know, for the first week, you go by and you shake them up anytime you open the fridge. But the ahi is about twice as strong as I normally have it, so that's good. And the scorpion, it's tasting really good.
Yeah.
Sriracha.
Eber got it. It was Texas Pete.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know, Rocky. I'm kind of scared. He said he's going to make a special sauce for me made with Brazilian brain strain. Obviously, he watched that video.
I'm going to make a special sauce.
Although,
Yeah.
I don't think they.
So it can stay alive, yes. Okay, any Brazilian nuts in that sauce? Oh. There's another one-liner from Freaky.
I thought the Death Nuts had brain strains in it. That's number 4, 7-pot brain strain. Although, if it's a sauce made with it, that's going to take down the heat a lot.
Unless, of course, you take and put all the peppers in a blender, grind it up, add a little bit of water to it so you got a paste, and then, you know, just keep pureeing it down further and further and further and further.
Yeah, like Batman was talking about last night on Charles's video. He made what was it, 2 pounds of Reapers and put it into 6 bottles of hot sauce.
I like the shape on this one. I'm sorry. I went outside and picked some contest plants.
Which one's that one? The
Scotch bonnet.
uh,
And I picked another Scotch brain, a little one. Some other stuff. Another Scotch bonnet. See, this is a totally different shape, though. Anyway, sorry.
that was kind of the way mine looked, except I had a red one.
I like this one. I like this shape on the Scotch bonnet, even though it's kind of crooked. You know, but I like how this looks overall. It's almost like a mushroom looking dill. Just different phenos.
And yeah, Freaky, if you were thinking of Death Nuts, maybe you should go over to Russ's channel, Yaya is me, in the comments, and go over there and check out his last video, because that was me, Russ, his wife Barbie, Susie, and Scott, an everyday Canadian, doing the Death Nuts. Yet again.
Again.
Yeah, Jesus makes some really good sauces, and they're not too overboard as far as heat.
Nice. Derek said, should set up a poll, ban the words Death Nuts from the stream.
Yeah, I'm with Derek on that one. We keep talking about it. It'll die down soon. You know, it's before long it'll just be Russ on his own soloing. Maybe he can
Keeping that company floating.
he may can con Julian and Barbie to do it a couple other times, but you know, other than that, it's pretty much. So hello, long, long.
How you doing?
Set up a poll. Ban the words Death Nuts from the stream. Let's see.
What's the what sauce is that, Eber?
That's it for me. Rosario.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Ahi mango sauce.
Yeah.
Jesus, that guy knows how to grow.
Yeah, he's had it tough after the hurricane, but he's done fairly well. So he's a cool guy. So always support him too, man. His stuff's good, and he's a really nice guy.
Blumberg's here.
Yeah,
Other Rob's in the house.
What's up, Bloomberg?
Hey Rob, I think I picked 67. I think that's what I'm on now. I'm sorry, 167. Or whatever numbers we could fabricate.
304.
Whatever it is. Now, I think it's 67. I think that's what I'm on. For Scotch Brains. So. I think that's what I have.
So it says it was timed out by BD Beat. So BD is in the background and he's just not talking to us.
What's up, BD?
Hey, B.
Yeah, hey BD. Okay, now we'll wait for half an hour for other Rob to get done saying hello to everybody.
I would just say hello to everybody. That's the easiest.
Hi, everybody. If anybody knows where that poor impersonation is from. Dr. Nick from The Simpsons.
Oh, man, I couldn't place it. I knew it. Hi, Dr. Nick.
Hey,
I've missed some of the past sauces, but saw the mango and was like, yes. Freaky says, hello to those sitting silent. Petey says, I was a lurker and you took me out of it.
Nice. Yeah, we like lurkers too.
Yeah, lurking is good sometimes.
I do that on live streams a lot too. Sometimes dog needs to go out, I need to go out, wander around doing things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like being a lurker too sometimes when I just don't feel like talking. or typing.
Well, sometimes I get to the point where I'm like, I'm pretty sure I typed way too much in this live stream. Like last night, I was just typing away on Charles, just over and over and over and over again. And finally, I got to a point. I'm like, maybe I should just shut the heck up for a little while. So I just sat back and read the chat, waiting for something that I could comment about. But
Thanks, Speedy. That's an accurate statement. I'm saying hello to everybody in the chat.
I feel so left out.
well, we've been doing it to everybody individually as they come.
Yeah. I find my fingers don't know how to spell any better than me.
So if you haven't checked out my latest pod review, I did half a pod of what Rob's unknown cross, the Yellow Jacket. Did that today. So if you want to hop onto my channel and look at that review, I did that earlier today. Sorry, I'm saying. Sorry, I cut it a little short, but somebody knocked at the door, and I was already doing the video, so it looks kind of stupid at the ending because I was going to make it so where I was saying more things at the end, but I wasn't going to redo it. I could, I guess, in the future. It's not like it's going to be the only pod, but I was already set to do it today, and I'm not going to redo it. So it kind of looks stupid at the end, but people who pester you at the door, and get the dogs going. So it's like, yeah, great.
I was gonna say, like, if someone's at the door, you just ignore them. But no, when the dog's barking, you can't ignore that.
Yeah. Eric is in the house. Says Pepper Peeps. What up, fam? What you see is what you get, Eric.
What's up, Eric?
And I agree, Charles. Dog's going. You got to take care of it. Doesn't do any good to keep going with the video.
Like I said, I'm not going to redo a pod review because of that. So I just trimmed the last minute off of it or whatever and said the hell with it.
What's up, Jared?
Hey, Jared. Jared's in the house. I used to be a good speller in school, AP English all through high school, and now I can barely spell my name correctly. Yeah, you spelled it wrong.
It's same with me, man. Not only that, but like I got to the point where I just start like doubting myself. Like I'll type something out. Well, not with, spell check. Like if I'm on a chat or something, I'm doing it on the computer. I'll type something out and I'm like, is that the correct way to spell it? And I'll end up having to like go over to Google and type it in. And I was right, but it looked weird.
Derek says, Jared, I know right.
Well, like, for me, the hardest thing lately for me typing is like if I'm doing it on the phone or whatever, it's this damn glass protective cover for these phones. You can't type worth a crap with them. I mean, they're like you're ice skating with your fingers. You up the sensitivity so where you try to get it, but with like the new Samsungs, they're all curved. So the damn glass thing doesn't fit. I mean, it fits good, but it doesn't. I think they still have some issues with that, but it's just hard as hell to type sometimes.
Yeah, my problem is my big fat thumbs. Like I try to hit one letter and I hit the letter next to it or something. And if I just type away on my phone, like every other word I spell wrong. And it's not that I spelled it wrong. I hit the letter next to it.
Yeah, that's what I do. Because I misspell. There's one word I misspell all the damn time, and it's always misspelled. I forgot which one it was. It's so frequent I should know it, but
Lumberg's taking off for a minute to go pick up dinner.
probably pizza.
Gross.
Yeah. Well, whatever it is, he might tell us.
And congratulations again, Eric. I was messaging him earlier on that, but yeah, it's I know he's been real busy, so got a lot of stuff going on.
Nice.
Happy it's Blumberg. Wow, fast food is it? Although you could have a restaurant like Sojo, Or they make home style cooking and go down and pick it up.
I don't know. It could be fast food if he runs fast enough.
True. Or drives fast enough.
I told you,
He did say run down the road, didn't he?
All he eats is pizza. Every time I was gonna go get something before the live stream started, eating pizza. Always pizza. Pizza. Pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, whatever the hell it is.
It says yes, pizza.
No, it's always
It
pizza.
says run, run, run.
I used to be that way when I was younger. I actually worked at a pizza joint, but after working in the pizza joint in that short period of time, I'll definitely eat pizza in moderation now.
And it's also a different thing if you work there and it's free. Because
Yeah.
free food, even I'd eat pizza if it was free, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, if it was free and I was hungry enough.
You know what I found the best? What I like is is to do it with no sauce.
Yeah, I like,
You just do bare and then get your hot sauce and load up the hot sauce on it. That seems to work just fine. You still have a saucy flavor to it, but you don't have that sauce underneath the cheese. So you got the cheese and toppings or whatever, and then you put your own sauce on top of it. So it's kind of a reverse pizza. It just flipped.
I used
Okay,
to
so are you making a jab at me, or are you saying this literally?
I'm saying this literally. I'm not. No.
Okay.
No. This is dead serious.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. This is. That's what I've come to. No.
Yeah, Rob does the opposite. He takes his bottle of hot sauce to the pizza place, has them put it on, then the cheese over top.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you can add the hot sauce. Go down there. I order it without sauce, but bring my own sauce. Or if I'm lazy, have them put Frank's hot sauce down on the bottom, then make it like normal. That way, it soaks into the bread and everything else.
And that's what I was saying. It was reverse. Because
Yep.
it's sauce on top of the cheese instead of the sauce being on top of the bread or the dough.
And if it's a vinegar-based sauce, when it goes through the oven and it's on the top, the vinegar evaporates off, so you get less of that flavor. It concentrates it down more, and it's really good.
When I worked speaking of what Eber's saying, he worked in a fast food place and hasn't eaten that food in about 2 years. I worked at a pizza joint. I don't like pizza. And it started way before I worked there. I don't know. But anyway, one of the pizzas that we would make, they called it a margarita. It was just olive oil, just a little bit, and then the cheese right on there, some basil and tomatoes. That was half decent. Or the white pizza. I didn't mind the white pizza. That was pretty good.
Fettuccine Alfredo sauce or whatever.
We had peppercorn ranch.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, but the one where my parents live, they're like an authentic Italian type restaurant, and they have a white pizza. I have no clue. I think it's like some garlic something, and that stuff's real good.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like cheese, but I don't like cheese that much melted. So I like them melted on my burger, but I don't really like it on pizza. So, and I'm not about to eat pizza without cheese. But so
there are people that do that.
Oh, I know. There are people that just get the sauce, no cheese, and then they want it burnt to a crisp. I've seen pizza ordered every single way you could ever make it. So weird.
Yeah, sauce. I've made pizzas before that had no sauce on it, no cheese on it, and just the vegetables. So it was like a big cooked sandwich. You could fold it over and it'd be, like a sauceless cheese pizza is like eating a grilled cheese sandwich.
Yeah.
Later, I'm in pain. He's hungry now, so he's gotta go.
Yeah, later pain.
Early. So.
I've been on a breakfast sandwich kick, bought English muffins, and been making them things for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Black pizza, not good.
Oh, Eric said if you can get over it, cauliflower crust pizza is really good. I'd try it.
Yeah, I'd try it.
Oh, pizzones.
We had this gluten-free pizza. Ugh, that was pretty gross. I don't think I ever tried it, but it looked like cardboard. Oh, and one of the worst pizzas I've ever had to make was we had people that would come in every year with their own sauce and their own vegan cheese That vegan cheese was the most disgusting smelling stuff I've ever heard, or ever heard. I've ever smelled. It's so gross, man. It's it. Well, I don't know. I'm not a big cheese guy, but I bet if I went to Europe, where they got all those crazy cheeses, I bet it smells close to something over there. But had a real pungent, like weird smell, like it went bad or something.
Tilapia store is in the house. Hey, tilapia.
What's up, tilapia store?
I'm a big fan of goat cheese. I love goat cheese like no other.
Oh yeah, that's what the Mexican restaurant here uses on everything. Like if you get, tacos, they put goat cheese on there. If you get, enchiladas, they put goat cheese over top of it. I'm pretty sure if that is goat cheese, I really like that stuff too.
Yeah. Yeah, Eric's saying he bought it went up too fast. I missed it. Yeah, saucepan, single egg, cook the bacon, remove it, fry some frozen hash browns, put that back on top, and crack an egg. That sounds good.
Yeah.
I've been just making a lot of omelets and stuff.
Your real estate whisperer is in the house. Okay. How about whisperer? Poached egg on a burger with bacon. Yep.
Oh yeah, that stuff's great.
Well, as we were getting ready for the show tonight, I had egg and summer sausage sandwich that I was eating. I really like those. And I take and cook the egg up, flip it over so it's over easy, put that on the toast. Then I take and put the sausage into the pan and let that just get a little bit crispy around the edges. Pull that off and put it in, and oh yeah. My first day being a waiter at the pizza place, I spilled a whole pitcher of soda on a customer. Oh, that wasn't good.
That would have made a great YouTube video.
I dumped one of my first days working in a restaurant. I dumped an entire tray of glasses filled with water on the floor. Like half an hour after I got there that day.
Christina says she likes feta cheese. Man, I am really into feta lately.
Yeah, feta's good.
I got this like Mediterranean pasta salad that's got like I think artichoke hearts and some kind of tomato thing and feta and mini penny pasta. Whew, that stuff's really good.
There was a place in Georgia where I would order pizza from, and I ordered one and it had feta cheese on it. And it was the strangest thing because the regular mozzarella, they sent it through with, it had like 3 other types of cheese on it. And then they put the feta on top of it, so it was cold sitting on top of a warm pizza. And when I first took a bite into it, I'm like, that's weird, but okay.
We used to make a Greek pizza and we'd put feta all over the top of it. But then we put it in the oven. But or a Greek salad, we used to like put up a little mini mountain of feta right on the top.
I used to make a Hawaiian, but I made sure that I cooked the pizza with all the toppings first, then put the pineapples cold on top of it.
How did you make it? What and pineapple?
Canadian bacon.
That's weird. Oh, so ham.
Yeah, ham. Well, that's what they had at the place I was at.
Well, we had people that would come in and say they wanted a Hawaiian pizza, and then you give it to them with ham, and they're like, why doesn't it have bacon instead of ham? And that always threw me for a loop because my whole life I was told Hawaiian pizza was ham and pineapple, not bacon and pineapple. But, I mean, they're both pig products, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jared says he likes all kinds of stinky cheese.
Me too.
So that gluten-free pizza just has a flat kind of crispy crust. Yeah, that sucks. But stuff available these days actually has really good gluten-free bread. Oh, must have been using the old stuff.
Eric says, hey, Rob, do you like pepper jack cheese? Me, myself, I love it.
Christina says she likes blue cheese on a burger with bacon. I like blue cheese, but I don't like it on a burger. I tried it once and it was too overpowering. But they put a big mound of blue cheese on it too.
Well, like I like gorgonzola too.
And do I like pepper jack? When it first came out, I used to get it on everything, and then when it came on everything, I stopped liking it. I'm sure I'd throw it on a burger if I had it.
I'll try
Vicky
to get
says,
it.
I never had ham or bacon on my pineapple pizza. Now I feel gypped. Yeah, order Hawaiian.
I had a good habanero cheese the other day from the deli.
Never had gorgonzola. I can't eat blue cheese because of the mold.
I love blue cheese. I never liked blue cheese. Then I had to make the blue cheese dressing at a restaurant that I worked at because we made everything from scratch, and you would have to taste it at the end. And just from tasting it all the time, I got to like the sauce that the blue cheese is made out of. And then from there, I convinced myself I liked the blue cheese that was actually in it. Because making it, I would make it without the blue cheese, take some out, throw it on a salad, and then add the blue cheese and mix it all up and everything. And I don't know, I just started liking it. I like blue cheese dressing on my salad sometimes.
There goes BDE again, saying hi to everybody.
He likes to type. I don't.
What are you eating? M&M's.
Beatty just got back.
Crunchy M&M's.
Crunchy mint.
Man,
Romano cheese on spaghetti. I don't know if I've ever had Romano cheese.
Christina says, I love Romano cheese and spaghetti. I don't think I've ever had Romano cheese, but I haven't had spaghetti since 1984, 85.
I had spaghetti. When was the last time? God dang, I thought I was going to be able to remember, but it was one of the Bat and Bear. I thought it was when Batman did the Death Nuts, but it was when it was just a Bat and Bear show.
Aaron says, just making something for my video tomorrow. All I can say is a spicy gauntlet. Uh-oh. That should be interesting to tune into.
yeah.
8 years ago when I developed a weed allergy, eating gluten-free sucked. Now I don't mind too much, and it's mostly inconvenient at this point. Yeah, I had celiac disease for about 3 years. Luckily, I grew out of it. What's up, BD? Me too crazy. My wife and I just got introed to that recently. Cool. I like warm M&Ms when they're all soft inside.
If you're going to smoke cheese, Freaky wants to know, how does one roll that? Very carefully.
There's people fry cheese but smoke it. How does one roll that? Yeah. I ate it slice by slice and it's gone before trying it with food.
I would have never guessed that. That tomorrow's about a real estate topic.
Yeah. Well, you can tell by the name, but
Yeah.
we all have our niches, right? I'll be back in a minute.
Cool.
That's. I was trying to figure out what Derek was talking about. He was talking about Munster cheese. I don't think I've ever had that either. That's what he eats slice by slice.
Yeah, for supper, for dinner tonight, I had I had a breakfast meal. I had just tacos, egg tacos, breakfast tacos, with one of Rocky's peppers that he sent me, that cubanella. So I was telling Rev earlier, that's what I was eating tonight. So that's a good way, like this, just egg tacos or whatever, some onions, put whatever kind of pepper you have, and it's a good way to end the meal, especially if you wanted like a small little dinner.
I had burgers again. I've just really been into these ghost pepper pickles that I have. I love putting them on a burger.
I don't know what the most expensive cheese is. I have no idea. I just breakfast tacos, Ebron. Nothing special. Just like I said, just like to eat. It's simple. Eggs. Um, I use almond milk because I think I'm getting having issues with regular milk. Um, some salt, pepper, uh, cubanelle pepper, some onions. What else did I put in it? I think that's about it. Not real fancy.
Eber asked Aaron what's the most expensive cheese, and he said he doesn't know. Maybe some kind of cave ripened brie.
Probably.
So weird, cave ripened. Is that even a thing?
And then I use a queso fresco, the crumble cheese, Mexican crumbling cheese. Okay, okay.
Gotta love dogs. I just want you to throw. Oh, so donkey cheese. Donkeys even produce milk? Wait, yeah, I guess I was thinking of a mule.
Or it could be like a Z.
That's true. Or like a hippopotamus milk or something.
Yeah, that's actually pink.
What, milk? Hippopotamus milk?
Hippopotamus milk.
I didn't think
So
anybody
that
tried to make
was on I think it was on a trivia question or something. When I was doing that, I'm pretty sure. It could be wrong. Hold on, let me look it up. I don't want to say the wrong thing.
I know giraffes' tongue are black. I learned that from a trivia thing too. Yeah, Aaron says Pule, Pule, 600 bucks a pound. Made from the milk of a Balkan donkey from Siberia. Jeez, that's very specific. Not one of the. It's not just the most expensive cheese, but also one of the rarest of them all. See, learn something new every day. Little Rocky said it was petrified cheese from Egyptian tombs. Oh,
I guess that was just a rumor. It's like an off-white. It's not really pink.
don't say that, Aaron. Just make everybody think you knew that. Said he found it on Google. Freaky's comment, Eber, that's not the that's not milk if it's from a male donkey. Good point, Freaky. Sometimes he wonders how much we should trust Google. Google does run the world now.
They do.
Later, Jared, he's going to feed the chickens.
Oh, cool.
I don't think it cooled down at all here. It was it was cold all day. It was 80. Pretty sure it's still 80.
It was right around 99 to 100 here.
Well, it rained part of the day, and it was like overcast all day, so that's the only reason.
There's rain here tomorrow, but I doubt it.
Yeah, I think when I checked the forecast the other, like Friday or something, I'm pretty sure it said like all week until the next Friday it was supposed to rain.
Yeah.
See you in a bit, Jared.
Hey, cemetery.
No way. Freaky says not only did it cool down, it got dark there. That's weird.
It's preparing for winter.
It's pitch black right now. We even have a moon?
It's somewhere up in the sky.
Yeah, but is it like a no moon or what do they call that? New moon? No moon?
We had a full moon a few days ago.
We had a lunar eclipse.
As well, yeah. There's a lot of that stuff going on this year.
Christina says it was 100 there in Louisiana. We got to, I think, 81 today.
That's another reason why a lot of our plants aren't producing either. I mean, they're producing some, but not like crazy numbers. Where if you're in the mid 80s or whatever.
Freaky always kills me with his freaking comments.
Man.
Oh man.
They want to have some fun with you, Charles.
Yeah, why you keep staring at that box? You're square.
Well, hopefully that'll be the only high-pitched one. I doubt it, but you never know. He can deaf you. I can guarantee this dog can deaf you.
My dog, I don't know what the heck she does, but sometimes she'll freak herself out and she'll just yip. It's the weirdest thing.
That's the other one. So they found the one toy outside somewhere that they both like, and they could both fight over and pull and do tug of wars with, and one wants to control it over the other. So this will be a fun adventure. We'll just have to wait and see how this plays out.
The fun stuff. Ugh.
Fun, yeah. And they're probably pissed, and they're just like, showing me up because they're like, you're looking at this dang computer again. How many times are you gonna look at this dang computer this week? You should be looking at us, throwing the toy, feeding me, doing whatever. What? You got it from her?
My little girl's passed out over here. I said that, now her tail's wagging.
She knows you're talking about her.
Ooh, Weaver, that's awesome. Heber wants to know, green ghost is still green. How do y'all say it should feel like when it's ready? Oh. It's always been green? Or maybe it starts out a different color and then turns green, or I don't know, I've never had a green ghost. I've had red, peach. Boot orange Copenhagen crust with pineapple, but I don't have it, or no, maybe I do have pods. I think they started off green though.
They start out green.
So they start out green and then turn green? Look at this dog like trying to assault Charles.
But Daddy, it's time to play.
You don't look busy.
He's fighting with both of them.
Yes, the Orange Boot Copenhagen starts out green. It's a very
Joys of having dogs.
Yeah.
Can't believe the little one's making noise. One normally never makes any noise.
Yeah, she's usually sleeping.
Unless the bigger one like messes with her.
yeah. Well, they're gonna have to deal with it because I put it underneath the couch, so they're gonna have to find something else to play with.
I did that. I had actually it was what the heck was it? A winter hockey ball. The ones where you can actually squeeze them and stuff. And I gave it to my dogs, or maybe it's just a rubber ball. I don't know, but I gave it to both dogs that I had, and they both were starting to kill it. And the pit bull ended up like putting a small rip into it, and then as soon as she does that, then she just wants to tear the entire ball apart. So I thought, I'll just go ahead, hide it under the couch. So I did when she wasn't looking. Well, she sniffed that thing out and practically like lifted the couch as she was trying to get under it, actually got it. And I don't know what happened to it. It was tearing it apart.
Like Maverick is now.
Yep.
That was one thing about Murphy. He didn't really care for toys. Give him a ball, throw it 3, 4 times, and you get bored with it. Go back. He'd go pick it up, walk about halfway back, drop it, and go do something else.
Well, for Maverick, it's about an hour or two, usually throwing random stuff. Then he gets tired finally. Fiona, she likes her deer antler and cow hooves, and that's pretty much it. And hey,
Yeah, the pit bull loves tennis balls, but she'll like chase it down the hallway a couple times, but then she'll come back and just try to rip the fuzz right off of the tennis ball. And if she gets all the fuzz off, then she'll just try to tear the whole thing apart.
well, it just depends on the tennis balls. Some tennis balls hold up better than others.
Yeah, these were all free ones, so I'm sure they're not the best quality.
Because Maverick did that a lot to a lot of the cheaper ones, especially the ones that you get at dog store, pet stores. Those individual ones or whatever the heck they have, they're cheap. And
Yeah, someone, I should find it. I can't remember where it is, but someone told me, for pit bulls, they're really aggressive chewers. So if you get them a toy, make sure you get them a Kong bone. And I got a Kong bone. I was like, all right, let's see how long this thing lasts. Only half of it's left. But luckily, she mainly only chews a bone. But even that, man, I mean, I guess they started out about that big. One that's that big, and one that's two that are that big.
Murphy used to love pig noses for about 3 hours until he got, into the soft inner parts done. And he'd let it sit and never go back to it.
I think I've got the pig ears, but they didn't last long at all. You just chewed them right up.
And my brother's got 2 big dogs. I forget what they are, but they're each about 80 pounds. And he'll give them, 4 by 5 inch piece of rawhide. And they'll sit down and, half an hour later, it's gone.
Yeah. There's been like no treat or chew toy that my dog couldn't take out quickly.
Mhm.
I guess the Kong bone, that lasted probably like a year or two. But once she realized like she could chew on the end, I guess it was my fault because you get them, they're like a dumbbell looking thing with holes on the either end, and you're supposed to take treats and put them inside. So they play with them for a while until the treat falls out. Well, she just one day decided, you know what, the heck with this, playing with it for a while, just chew on the end and get that dang treat out of there. Okay, Eber, I guess, is saying don't give your dog pig ears. Hey, Charles, Scott's wife wants to know if your dog liked the cupcakes.
They did. Thank you again. They're very food driven, so it doesn't take much.
And not only a treat for outdoors, but keep them outdoors for quite a while, I guess.
Only one can go out for a long period of time.
No, Eber's comment there says, don't give your dog pig ears.
Oh, yeah, no, that's bad.
I think that's what I gave him. Maybe it was...
Like I said, I get the artificial or fake cow hooves and everything else because I don't want anything that shards. Because all the other stuff will. For bulldogs, they can't. You know, that's not good to have any type of those raw hides or anything like that because that affects their digestion and stuff. So they can't handle that stuff. So bulldogs are very, very, very particular style dog that people love for their looks, but they're like I was telling Scott and his wife, they're like Mogwais on Gremlins. They have sets of rules, and I'm not joking about this either. Like will constantly bark when not asleep. So no,
don't
that's
get them after midnight. Don't get them wet.
Well, okay, they can't swim; they'll drown. So usually when you go and try to get a bulldog, if you get it from a reputable breeder, they're going to ask if you have a swimming pool. If you have a swimming pool, do you have it double fenced or at least single fenced? Because most of them don't. Want to make sure that you understand you can't get them near water. They can't handle anything above 80 something degrees. 100 degree heat, maybe 2 to 3 minutes. That's it. They have digestion issues. They have breathing issues. I mean, there's just a whole list of things that come with a bulldog. Yes, they are cute, but they this ain't working out tonight.
That's all right. Dogs will be dogs, and they're having fun. It was just like with Murph. If he was running around chasing a toy or something and making noise, I never bothered to quiet him down or anything like that. I figured he was just having fun. But Eva says watermelon, coconut oil, frozen treats or treats easy to make, and most dogs love them. We make them for our big ones in the summer.
Yeah, Derek, for what I was referring to is like English or French. The other ones you can get away with a little bit more, but the English or French, the ones that look all smushy like this, those are the ones that don't do so well. Hold on, I'm gonna
Get a cat to shoot a Nerf gun at? Oh boy. Star is a beast day. Don't know Star. Charles, so as long as the dog is not taking you apart, don't worry about the noise. Yeah. My in-laws had an American Bulldog. She was a 180-pound teddy bear. 180 pounds? That's huge.
You ever want to see a crazy dog? Go if you ever seen a Tibetan Mastiff. That thing is crazy. I think we talked about that before. That thing is crazy for beds. That's like a lion.
Yeah, there's a lady that owns a leather shop not too far from here, and she's got a Mastiff that stands behind the counter. You know, standard counter height, and the dog comes walking up, and its head is higher than the counter. And one of the most friendly dogs that you come across. She always wants to greet everybody as they come in the door. But you see her size, and you're like, is this dog going to jump up here? And, you know, she never jumps up on the counter or anything else. She just comes up, wags her tail, and lets you pet her for a while. And turns to goes back to doing what she was doing. You don't have to mute yourself, Charles.
I know, but it's. I don't know why they're so hyper today. Maybe I shouldn't have took all those naps. I'm still on vacation. I've been taking a lot of naps. I mean, that's what they do all day.
So you think, anyway.
No, I mean, hell, they usually are when I'm up. Been off all week. That's all they do. You calm down now? Good. So I guess they got their little spell out of the way. So today's episode on RevToast TV Hangouts Monday Night Meetups is dogs barking.
And an in-depth discussion about pizza.
And pizza, yeah. Like I said, I eat it occasionally. It's not my favorite thing. There's a lot of other foods I'd rather have than pizza.
Usually during the summer, I eat mainly salads most of the time.
Yeah,
You know, because I got stuff growing. But this year I haven't had even one because of the squirrels.
One of I think it was last week or whatever. I found a salad that I really liked at one of the restaurants. So I've had a liking for Napa cabbage. So that's really tasty cabbage. So that's something I might be interested in growing in the wintertime. Lettuce and that. I know it's similar to bok choy in a way, the Napa cabbage similar. So I may try doing that back in the tent and doing a lot of hydroponics as far as lettuce and cabbage. So maybe even some bok choy. I like that as well. So
Yeah, I like growing pak choi all winter long. That and, well, I've started growing romaine lettuce. See how that goes. Napa Valley. Or isn't... Is that cabbage from Napa Valley? I have no...
I don't know where the origin's from. But, yeah, I'm gonna start doing that. Yeah, I was looking at the totes that Rev has for his hydroponics. I went to Home Depot today and they had a bunch of them all out. I guess I've never paid attention and never looked at a 50-gallon. Those 50 gallons are huge.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, that's a big tote. So
I've got 6 of them.
Oh, yeah, the 50-gallon ones. So do you grow things in those?
No, they're storage bins.
Okay, I gotcha. But I was thinking about what you can grow in a 50-gallon tote hydroponically.
Just about anything you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part, if the plants aren't going to get really big, you can use small containers.
Yeah.
I mean, a 2-liter Pepsi bottle, if you tape it off and cut the top just right so that the cup doesn't go in, you can grow pak choi and lettuce and cabbage, that type of stuff in those. You know, a leafy type not ball type cabbage, but I grew when I first started growing. I was looking for containers and did the 2 liter bottles, and yeah, they worked quite nice.
Yeah. And Beatty was showing his last night on our live stream about his little tote uh, uh, that he's making with that diffuser and everything else. So it looks pretty interesting. So hopefully he'll have a video out pretty soon about that. Yeah, for me, I mean, for the indoors, it's really, I really want to find the perfect pump. That's really what I'm looking for. Because I have the one like Rev has, it has the manifold and everything, and but there's, I mean, no matter what you do, those things are just so damn loud. I mean, they're just so damn. They like you could hear them all throughout the house. Even when I had it in the garage, you could hear the damn thing. Because that, it's that I forgot what the hell, that silver one like you have, Rev, with the manifold that goes 8 out.
Silver pump?
Yeah, don't you have one of those?
I don't think so. I think all of mine are
Like
black.
commercial grade ones.
Oh, the air pump.
Yeah,
I think it's green, but it's commercial.
yeah, but they're just so damn loud.
I've got a tan one with 8 port splitter on it, and yeah, it's loud. Actually, suspended under the fish tank so that it's not vibrating all over the place, but you can still hear it.
Yeah, I mean, I know I hung it one time in the grow tent, and that seemed to help a little. And then you could put a tube on the uh, one of the outlets, and that kind of maybe tones down the noise a little, but it's still you just hear it constantly.
Oh yeah, mine's like it vibrates a lot.
Yeah,
I've got it. I've got it up. What is it? It's a shelf bracket, but I got it upside down. I have like a foam piece that sits on the foam piece suspended in the air. Just because if it was on the ground, all you would hear is blah, 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 the whole thing just vibrating away.
yeah.
And Scott, that is a very good looking dog you got there. Freaky, you can't build a box around the motor and pump. It will cut the noise down, but it'll overheat. It needs air circulation throughout it to keep itself cool.
Yeah, like 90% of mine is fins on it
Yeah.
just to cool itself down.
Right.
You're welcome, Scott. And yeah, that's a big dog too.
Big dog.
Well, mastiffs are never known to be small.
No.
You know. But it's starting to get cool enough, and it's about time that I'm going to try and grow or try and replant the garden for the lettuce and the pak choi again. And I'm wondering if I take a 2 liter bottle, cut off the top, cut a slit up the side so it'll fit over like a dome, and put a couple holes in the top of it. Do you think that's going to have any adverse effects on this stuff growing? Because it seems like once the plants get to about 3-4 inches tall, the squirrels leave them alone. But until then, they're constantly in there digging them up and eating the roots.
Hmm.
And figure they're bottom watered, so I don't have to rely on rainfall.
Right. Hey, what's up, Matt? Guess you can always just try it and see how it does.
Hey, Matt.
Just do a few and then see how it goes from there. Because all that lettuce and everything else, it grows so fast. You're harvesting within 30 days.
Well, about 45 days, but yeah.
Yeah, somewhere around there though.
Have a good night, Derek. And Eber's taking off too, so good night, y'all.
Later, Eber.
Thank you, Eber.
Later, Derek.
Yeah, and for clarification with the pak choi, up until it bolts, it'll just keep producing over and over and over and over and over again. So you pull off the leaves around the outside and it'll grow new ones, and it'll just keep growing. Just like when it's growing upstairs during the winter, it just keeps growing and growing and growing. So I can go up and pull off 1 to 2 leaves, so that's 18 to 36 leaves each time, and a good 10, 12, maybe 15 leaves for a full salad. So keeps you definitely eating all winter long.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, just like with Charles just sent you something pretty neat I discovered today.
Uh-oh.
Does it have something to do with quieting my dogs?
Dun dun dun. Anybody say later to Eber?
Yep.
Later, Eber.
And Derek too.
I said bye to Derek.
That is cool, man.
Don't forget to hit that thumbs up.
Yeah, like I said, I'm waiting for mine to see if they're gonna. There's a Puma bubblegum purple calyx. If they really have those purple calyx, like was on the website. So that's what I'm curious as hell to see. Um, yeah, I'm waiting to see those form, and hopefully they turn out that way.
What's up, Matt? I haven't grown them. Anybody else grown a PDN bleeding calyx? Said the calyx grows first, then the pepper emerges out of that.
I've never heard of that.
Now, what's a PDN stand for?
Median bleeding calyx pepper.
Yeah, because I love acronyms.
Well, I know that my 7-pot pale yellows kind of do that. The bubble gums, they do that with the bleeding. They have the bleeding calyx. They're like a big shell, and then you'll just see the pod emerge out of that. So all those 7-pot bubblegum pale yellow bleeders, that's how they are.
That's a pimenta de nayad. I've heard of that. But I've never heard of the bleeding calyx, though.
Okay, so PDN is metadenied.
He said he's never seen a pepper that grows a calyx thing first, almost like a hat on an acorn, then it grows the pod. That is weird. I think every pepper I've ever grown grows the pod and the calyx last.
So this is what I'm waiting for. I want to see if it's going to turn out like that.
Huh.
So we'll just have to wait and see. But they are putting on flowers and stuff, so waiting to see if they're actually gonna. I mean, I guess they start out strong purple, and the calyx is strong purple. You saw the picture I posted on Pepper Lovers the other day, so it's a strong purple. So yeah, I'm waiting to see if it dies down, and then the flower is actually a light color, and then it's gonna hopefully have a red pod with that purple calyx like that. So we'll wait and see. Like I said, I mean the Darth Maul, mine didn't turn out exactly like that, but you know, I mean all of these that they have pictured, like see that's the Darth Maul. Mine was, I'm sorry, I'm gonna Alex Alberta Pepper, kind of similar to this one. Not a lot of pronounced black stripes. It still had the black in it. That's how mine looked. The, the first pot I had. So just have to wait and see. but it's like hit or miss, because most of those are all F1s, F2s on all those peppers. A lot of Mojos, a lot of the Fadas, they're all F1, F2, so they're very inconsistent. They vary all over the plant, uh, pop back and forth with different phenos, different colors, different shades. I mean, they're just all crazy. Trying to see how they do, but some of them are pretty cool so far. So just waiting for that one, and that's pretty much. I think. Oh, I'm still waiting on my orange ghosty. The orange ghosty hasn't produced anything, so hopefully that one will.
And Rocky says the Bleeding Borg 9 does that too.
Yeah.
Pretty neat.
Yep.
That's a neat picture too, Matt.
Well, one of my favorite is I know like Rob Blumberg is growing, or and a bunch of others. Is a lot of them got them from Nick, from Chili Wonka's. Is that orange bleeder? That really strong orange bleeder that a lot of people are growing. That's cool. I just love that pod look. It's pretty good sized pod with that orange calyx and then bleeding into it. I really like that.
Any of the ones with like multiple colors on them, I think are really cool.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping I'm gonna get some pink tiger, because I've had that thing. Is that the only one? Yeah, that's the only one I've ever cloned. Wait. Yeah, that's the only one I've ever cloned. And I did that, 2 years ago, I think. I still have that thing. Just took it outside, and it's starting to put buds off, so I hope I get some of those.
For me, I'm growing the cross. I'm growing the pink tiger reaper. I think I'm not just going straight pink tiger.
Yeah, I had it going real good, 2 years ago, I guess. But it put off pods way late in the season, and they started off, I think, green, but they ended up being I think, I can't remember, purple and orange, I think, purple and cream.
Yeah.
Can't remember, but it took forever for that to actually happen. And then once it happened, there was pods everywhere. That plant was, I think, over 6 feet tall. The thing was gigantic. And by the time it put pods out, it put pods everywhere.
Right.
But by the time they actually got riped, by the time they actually got ripe, like the winter kicked in and we had a frost and I lost every single pod. It sucked because the night before I'm like, maybe I should pick these. It's not going to have a frost tonight. Came out the next day and every pod was soft.
Yeah, I finally got a Jabba the Hutt that's actually turning, so that should be pretty soon as well. It's actually turning that light yellow color, so it's coming close because they've been like a light green uh, for a long time. Still waiting for my Sugar Rush Red to ripen. I finally got a bunch of orange habaneros that are ripening. Got some habanadas, uh, quite a few others. It's kicking in, slowly but surely.
Yeah, I only have that one.
It'll do a lot better once it is not 100 plus, with 107, 108, 109 heat index, 70 something percent humidity, like just how it's been lately. Because last year I don't recall it being quite as hot last summer. So I think this summer has definitely. I mean, this has been a weird year. I mean, it was one of the coolest. So most people had a late start because most people didn't take out a lot of their stuff because the winter was so long and crazy. And then this summer is one of the hottest. So it just, we're just going extremes for the weather this year.
Yeah, here it's not that it's the hottest summer. It's kind of, I'm thinking it's like reversed. Normally August is in the hundreds, and like June and July are not.
Yeah.
But I think, no, I think last year was the same way. I know the year before was the same way because I got my peppers out in the greenhouse real early 2 years ago. But it was like the first, or no, what? think it was like the middle of May. Everything was going good. Like first week of June hit, and it just jumped into the hundreds. Every single flower, bud, pod, everything that I had on there, they fell off every single plant. And I don't think it flowered again until the end of July,
Yeah.
which sucked. So I kind of feel like I'm ahead right now because almost every plant I
I'm
have
way
has
behind.
pods.
I'm way behind looking at my videos from last year, looking at my pictures. I don't have nothing like I did last year.
Yeah,
So and I've seen that. I watched numerous video updates, and I think that goes for the majority of people. I mean, I think even Dave was commenting on his.
yeah.
So it's just I think that's like that for everybody. Batman, uh, you just so many people. There, it's just not strong like it was early last year.
I was gonna say maybe, well, maybe the sugar rush. I was gonna say maybe I'm on, second, third generation seeds, so they've already had a few seasons to acclimate to my weather and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
no, majority of everything I'm growing is like a new kind, like the Boot Orange Copenhagen, the Kiro Cream. Dave sent me the Ahi Pineapple because I was out.
yeah,
The Kangstar White Tie. Well, it came from Blumberg, who's now back. Welcome back, Blumberg.
yeah,
Like a bunch of the Ahis. I'm pretty sure they came from Dave. Yeah, the Ahi Mango, Jabito.
yeah,
I think the only thing I grew last year was the Sugar Rush, and that is my own stock of seed.
yeah. Well, next year, like I said, next year is going to be a total different thing for me. I'm going a different direction. Very few super hots. Very few. I mean,
Just
like I
enough
said,
for sauces, right?
I'm going to go for different things, but I just don't eat all of them that much. I mean, it just besides the other, I just do not eat that many super hots. It's just something I just don't do. I mean, it's not that I can't handle a lot of it. I just personally just don't want to eat super hots and everything all the time. Yeah, it's good on powders and stuff, but fresh peppers or whatever else is just something I just don't want. I mean, I love that habanero and less level better because I mean, I think it goes better in most salsas and foods and everything else. Just cooking with them. So if I don't say sell pods in a box or I don't make a sauce with it or whatever else, what are you? I mean, besides making powder, what are you going to do with them? If you ever want to cook with them, it's like, yeah, I'm going to go and chop up a dozen 7-pot bubble gum or this or whatever. I'm going to make 7-pot bubble gum spaghetti or whatever. It's just not something I'm going to go and do. So, I don't know. Like I said, just going a different direction. I think next year.
Yeah, that's why I did what I did this year. That's why I have so many non-super hots.
Yeah,
That and the ones I tried to grow didn't come up.
yeah. I think it's a straight cut. Definitely not a long cut. I'll be trying habanado probably tomorrow, Matt. I have one that's finally ripened that hasn't been taken by pest, so should be tomorrow. Unless I go out tomorrow and it's taken, then I'm gonna be pissed. But other than that, should be doing that tomorrow.
And yes, Matt, I believe they just started flowering.
They go crazy. They go totally crazy. That plant is it's crazy how many it has on there.
Mine are still kind of small. I mean, I think mine are only like this big.
And mine's only like 6 foot,
Well,
five and a
maybe
half feet,
maybe it's about that
six
big.
foot, right around there. I'd say 5.5, because I only have 4 plants that are 6 foot or close to it. I have a Staracha bonnet, my tiger mamps, and both of my pink tiger reaper crosses are about 6 foot. Other than that, everything's about the 4.5 to 5 feet, and then a lot of other ones they stay small, so they're right around 2.5, 3 feet or whatever.
And Eric, I'm not exactly sure. It was just labeled BOCX pine. Yeah, and I've heard habanada is a really good pepper too. I can't remember if Blumberg sent the seeds to me and I didn't plant them or didn't send them, but I don't have any growing.
I should have some seeds. So,
Did he freeze up or did I? Oh, okay, he's back.
oh, for the seeds? Oh no.
No,
Yeah,
you
I'll say.
froze for a second.
Oh, you're. Oh yeah. I don't know what the hell's up with the internet today. I moved locations and it's still the same. I don't know. Dogs, internet, just crazy. All right, have a good one, Scott.
Later, Scott.
Have a good night, Scott. I'm growing out too. It's actually my smallest plant, but putting out pods.
Oh, like I said, I mean,
Oh,
for me, my sugar rush peach. I mean, it won that contest last year, and that thing was only 2 foot. I mean, it was. I mean, and it had what was my number total? 269. So 269 off of one plant. But it was producing like crazy. And then the other one did the same thing. My other non-contestant. So it was quite a few Sugar Rush Peach I had. My Bohemian Goat did well this year. My Bohemian Goat's not doing as like the one from last year.
have a good night, Freaky. We'll see you next time around.
Later, Freaky.
Later, Freaky. So and just see how things go and go from there.
I don't know. I can't find them. All I can find is Tabasco and the Kangstar white tie that Blumberg sent.
And that's one crazy plant right there.
But the Kangstar white tie? Yeah, they look like it. They're growing like crazy, man. They were only like this big because that was the last one I started. They were only like this big. I don't know, a month ago, and that one is like that tall already, getting ready to fork. I mean, it's nice.
Yeah, I mean it's just they just go they go nuts. I mean once they get going, I mean they really get going.
Hmm. Matt says most of my plants are super hot, and just like Charles, I can't eat them too hot. So I'm going to aggressively prune them and make bonsai plants with them. It's an interesting idea.
Yeah, like I said, I mean for me, my thing is I'm gonna be next year in my mind, I'm going Caribbean bonnet type peppers, not seven pot necessarily, but the bonnets. So I really like the Jamaican jerk that I've had this year. The Bohemian goat, the Pentanero is not, of course, not Caribbean. The Pentanero, a lot of the habaneros, a lot of that habanero type, like the marupis, those type of plants, and then the ajis. You got to grow ajis.
Lots of Ajis.
Well, I mean, like I said, you can't go wrong with the aji. If you say you don't like ahis, I'm gonna go back to real, but they're very hard. I mean, that is a dang good pepper. I mean, every variety. There's very few ahis that are not good. I mean, just a few may have that soapy taste to them, but even if you can get over that taste, it's still a decent pod. I mean, it's something you can go and snack on, munch, do whatever. Goes good in salsas. Goes good in food. I mean, hell, I mean, this morning I had that in my breakfast. I chopped up a bunch of lemon drops and just put that in my food for breakfast. So, I mean, just stuff that you could go and you're like, oh, should I be kind of reserved on this and not go too hot? I mean, I just think it's a good pepper to grow. And you see that, and you saw that hot sauce that I showed yesterday on my stream. That's it. It tastes really good. I mean, it's not too much heat. but it's all ahis. That's just like they're talking about Jesus' sauce, that ahi mango sauce. That's a good sauce to go with, and it go on everything. It's got a little bit of heat, got a little bit of punch to it, but really good flavor. I mean, because people ask me like one of my salsas, why is your salsas have a unique taste and why they taste so good? Well, why is the salsas that I make that are not super hot are sugar rush peach, ahi mangoes, and ahi lemon or pineapple. So it's a lot of ahis in there, and they put off a lot of flavor, and they make that salsa taste really good.
What's that ahi sauce that you have? Does it say what kind of ahis are in there, or is it
It
just
says, I'll go get it again. It says a variety of ahis.
Blumberg says that I guess that Kangstar white tie don't fork, they just shoot out pods. That's how most of those are. That Dragon Cayenne I had, holy crap, that thing just pods like crazy. I've never had a plant that had that many pods on it. Well, maybe the pink
Oh,
tiger.
it does have it. I'm sorry. Okay, so this is made with pineapple, vinegar water, ahi amarella, and ahi panca. I hope I'm saying that right. Panca, black cherries, sugar, aronia berry, carrots, onion, sea salt. Of course, since it's a produced sauce, xanthan gum, and then lemon extract. But it's I showed it yesterday, but it's the death by ahi from volcanic peppers.
Not a sponsor.
No, me and
We'll
Scott
take
picked.
them as a sponsor though.
Oh hell yeah! I need some Thor's hammer. I want to try that. I got to send off for that, but it's $15. I don't want to spend $15 for sauce I have no room in my refrigerator for.
I can't remember. I counted the other day. Someone was talking about, I think it was Derek on one of the live streams saying about how many bottles of hot sauce he has in his fridge. Somebody was saying it, and I'm like, I wonder how many I have. So I got up and counted them, and like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't remember. I think I had like close to 10 or something.
I'm way past that. But I mean, for me, I mean, I have a ton of the uh, like squeeze bottles full of my own sauce too. So I have a whole shelf of that stuff because I always make more of every batch just to have around here. So,
The way to do it.
so yeah, it's good though. I really enjoyed this one. I tried another one they had. They had another death at the hot sauce shop. I forgot what it was. Death something. I forgot. We tried a couple of them. They had a one that was called Hot Beaver, Hot Smoky Beaver or something. I forgot what the hell that one was. That was his. It was pretty dang. It was pretty warm on that one.
What's up, Julian?
Hey Julian.
And Cemetery said he likes Scotch bonnet habanero peppers. I love Scotch bonnets. Heck, when we started this live stream, I think I ate like 3 of them on the live stream.
And what was it?
Scotch bonnet.
Oh, Scotch bonnet. Oh yeah, I love Scotch bonnets. I just
Yeah,
went and picked like another 6.
yeah, they have some heat to them, but they're not that hot.
Yeah.
Like you can eat them and you get a little, I don't know, it's a little tingle. Matt says he likes to blend 50-50 MOA Scotch bonnet and ahi lemon in a powder. Goes great on eggs or sausage.
Right. But like I'm saying, that's what yeah, hot smoky beaver. I think that's what it is. Something like that. It's some crazy name. Me and Scott were laughing at the name when we were looking at the samples and stuff. But yeah, like I said, that's what I'm talking about. Like Scotch bonnet, your all those type of that level heat with ahis and all that other. I think that's perfect. It's like I said. I mean, if you're gonna make hot sauces, yeah, you do need Reapers or Seven Pot Primos. I'm leaning towards Seven Primos now because they just produce me personally than the Reapers do. They're all pretty cool. I mean, I know Rob Blumberg has like the lineage of super Reaper from his the genetics and that are just above and beyond.
It's down to 0 bottles of hot sauce. That sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Rob, I don't know if you saw that live on that live stream, but you would like this sauce.
Death by Ahi, okay.
Yeah, by Volcanic Peppers. It was like $5.99 for the bottle at the hot sauce shop. So it wasn't too bad. But it's really good. It's not a lot. It's not really a lot of heat to it. It has good flavor.
No tomatoes in it?
Don't believe so. No, I'll go over the ingredients again: pineapple, vinegar, water, ahi amarillo, ahi panca, black cherries, sugar, aronia berries, carrot, onion, sea salt, xanthan gum, and lemon extract.
Cool.
So it's a good one to pick up. It's a pretty good tasting sauce.
And Matt has a comment that Rob would like. He lemon drop on beef jerky.
Yeah.
It's good in beef sticks, and I can tell you that much.
That'd be
They
good.
made
Eh?
Ahi lemon drop beef sticks.
Hint, hint, Blumberg. Ahi lemon on deer jerky. That'd probably be pretty good.
It might be.
And I agree with Eric. That's what I'm trying to do this year. I don't want to screw up. I dehydrated everything I got immediately last year, but I'm going to try that this year, picking and freezing until, I don't know about fall, but until later. And I do want to try to make some sauces this year because last year I just dehydrated everything, didn't make any sauces. I was going to make all powders, and then I just dehydrated everything, and I got lazy. And
Yeah, I've froze quite a few. I mean, that's what I did last year. Like, so one of these days, I'm actually going to get to the next step on actually doing dehydrating, but that'll be soon.
you can dehydrate them and then make sauce out of them, right?
You could,
Yep.
You could. I mean, you could tell there's a little bit of difference, but it's not. I don't. It's well, it is kind of noticeable, but I know that a lot of the companies do. Of course, some of them use mash. They have a Reaper mash. If you watch that Brian Ames uh, episode where they made the sweet Reaper something sauce or whatever it was, they just had that big bag of mash of Reaper, and they put it in there into the vats or whatever, and then put all the other ingredients, the carrots, the fruit components, and all that other.
Yeah, Blumberg said he makes spicy jerky. Yeah, we all tried that. That was a lot of fun. Even Batman tried a little tiny bit.
Yeah. Then he sent it to me so I could finish it off, which I did.
Yeah, that stuff was good.
Yep.
Yeah, Matt said I'm good. I'm good with ahi lemon drop and distilled white vinegar. It tastes like a salad dressing. A shot, it's so good. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Bloomberg, how much do you need? Because I have ahi lemon drop powder left.
Rehydrate peppers by sticking them in water or vinegar.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, if
Rob,
you leave the peppers whole, you can rehydrate them.
I was going to ask you something because I was talking to Blumberg. We were talking about something, but so whatever happened to your idea about your carry shaker, your vial?
It's still in the process.
I just wondering where you were at with it. Yeah.
I gotta have powders to put in it first, and since
Oh.
everything but 2 plants have been trashed this year, I don't have any powders to put in them.
Okay.
There's a small carry-around one.
I didn't know if you were going to try to just actually market the vial or whatever you're going to do with it. I thought you said you were going to make a different shaker top or something. I thought at one time out of
Yeah.
3D.
Yep, we're gonna try it, but I wanted to sell it, the powders in it.
Oh, I gotcha.
A measured amount, because like you can get these on Amazon, and they're like 8 cents a piece.
Okay.
So selling the vial itself is not a big deal.
Yeah.
Bloomberg, I think I have your address. I'll get some out to you.
And Julian said Russ has a local guy that makes hut jerky. Not sure if he's homegrown, but he's knocking out pounds of jerky at a time. The same stuff Batman got in the mail, which I'm assuming that was that last mail call from Russ.
Okay.
And got to get Batman on a live stream trying that jerky.
Matt says that plant behind your shop is still putting out pods. Yeah, it's Trinidad Maruga scorpion pepper, and it's huge, but needs maybe more support. Yeah, it needs a little bit more support, but tomorrow I'm going to do a harvest video on it, and I'll probably pull off another 30, 40 pods, and some of them are bigger than golf balls right now. So, yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow is do a harvest video on it.
Yes, and if you would like to support Rob's Trinidad Maruga Scorpion, go to patreon.com/Rob's Trinidad Maruga Scorpion.
No. But yeah.
And I'll be doing hopefully a review on a habanada tomorrow.
Yeah, Matt says those look like the fertility center vials.
They actually could be. They are test tubes, plastic test tubes with screw-on airtight caps. They can be used as test tubes, but yeah, it doesn't just have to be in a fertility center either.
You can totally mess with your local law enforcement if you're driving around with them filled with powder and you get pulled over. Just make sure you put it in the cup holder so that they can see it plain as day.
Right.
And give them no warning if they go to sniff it.
I was thinking more of the put your finger in and then taste it kind of thing. That'll be the last time they do that for a while.
Yeah. No, Matt, they're not used.
Yeah, bet they'd be cheaper than 8 cents if they were.
These are little stand-up ones. They're curved on the end. But these ones are also graduated, so you can tell volume in it. But yep, they'll stand up where the other ones don't.
Yeah. I had a bunch of powders in my truck and I was driving around just waiting to get pulled over. Like, go ahead, man. Because I'm intentionally going to leave my wallet in the center console where they are. And I had them on both sides. I had them on the driver's side of the center console and the passenger side of the center console. So if they were at either window looking in my car, they would be able to see one bag or the other.
Matt, yeah. We were talking about that, and you said you had some better stuff. I'd like to more information on that. But yeah, I do have some CBD. Let's see. Put some powder in airsoft flashbang grenade. Oh, that would be bad.
Yeah. That could be considered assault if it went off on somebody.
Batman's in the house.
Hey, Batman. Exactly, Eric.
They're not used, they're repurposed. Gets them from Mommy's Stork Depot. No, I don't. Well, there's a bunch of different companies that make the bottles.
As long as they cleaned them really good.
Yeah, well, you clean them again before you take and put anything in them.
Nah, I think I'm thinking of a wrong joke. Yeah, but that'd be like macing people if you put powder in airsoft flashbang grenade.
Yeah, well, the cops have a paintball gun that has pepper powder filled balls in it. They don't shoot them at people. They shoot at walls or whatever near them to spread the powder around.
I was
Mainly used for riot control.
I was listening to a cop talking about pepper spray because he swears up and down like no cop should have pepper spray or use pepper spray or anything. And according to him, one of his own statistic was like almost every time pepper spray is used, it usually like hits a cop more than it hits the person you're trying to spray.
Yeah.
What's up, Scott?
So Scott.
Everyday Canadian.
Oh, an everyday Canadian is in the house. Hey.
Yeah.
But that flashbang grenade thing could be interesting. You know, like back in the 70s, you used to be able to buy stink bombs in little glass vials. And you go and throw it into some enclosed area and it just stinks the place out for however long.
Yeah, we did that in high school.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times someone did that in high school and evacuated a bus, a classroom.
Yeah, we did that in the mid '80s. That's when I went to high school. And,
Yeah, mid 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
My brother used to have a shop and he sold those in them. And two kids came in, got 2 boxes of them, locked out the door, unpacked there was 3 vials in each one, put all 6 in one hand, walked next door to the beauty salon, opened the door, threw all 6 of them in, and took off. And Rev, I think you're frozen. Nope.
Am I? Oh.
Nope, you're just sitting there, not moving. Yes, I'm gonna try it out, but in the country. Okay, let's just say I may have been involved in a riot where a cloud of pepper spray covered a giant parking lot. That doesn't sound like much fun.
Nope. I bet whoever was doing it had a gas mask on.
Yeah. Like when I cut the scorpions up, I have a gas mask on and airtight goggles on.
Oh, yeah, wasn't that, what was that, April 22nd, 1992? Was a riot on the streets? Tell me, where were you? Is that the one you're talking about, Bear? May or may not have been talking about. Oh, Raider game. Dang, different.
Just the amount of powder that I have, of just scorpion powder, if that was put into an air gun and just shot in the general direction with the wind carrying it away, a lot of people would go running.
Yeah.
Let's not try that.
No.
In case anybody was wondering, Cemetery said he's going to try that out in the country, so hopefully there won't be a bunch of people or cows or nature or anything else around. Because contrary to how fun it sounds, it's not cool to mace a cow. Or a goat, even as annoying as those things are. Maybe a squirrel. I'm pretty sure Batman will agree with me on that one. You could probably mace a squirrel.
And now if you could just set up some kind of remote air cannon that would take and shoot a cloud at a squirrel, that could be fun.
Yeah, you incorporate it into some kind of Nerf projectile type gun. And, you know, if you're just sitting there by a window, you see a squirrel coming close to your garden, you just take a couple shots at it. And, you know, just like the cops do with the tear gas guns, just disperse the squirrel.
All corn and beans here. Interesting, because that's what it is here, corn and beans.
There you go. You'll just be, you know, flavoring the corn and beans.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You heard saying, Rev, where do you think I got this guitar that you're hearing today? Hey?
That's another line in that song. Hey, I can hear that song playing in my head too while I'm reading that. You know what song that is, right, Charles?
Oh, what was it again?
It's Sublime. April 22nd, 1992. There was a riot on the streets. Tell me, where were you?
Oh yeah,
You were
I
really
uh,
home in
I
your
got to see Sublime with the original members, not with Rome. But
yeah. What was it? The Long Beach Dub All Stars.
the,
Oh,
the,
there went Charles again. Oh, now he's back.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's my connection or if it's something with YouTube or something or whatever it is. I don't know.
When was the last time you restarted your router? Because I used to try to do it every single time before I went live, but we had a power outage today and it reset it for me, so I didn't have to do it today.
Yeah, I might do that soon. I'll do it tonight.
Julian says, gas chamber and getting maced. Two things I'll be happy to never experience again. Alex was telling me about that, and like 8 guys in the chamber, and he, Alex likes hot stuff. So he was sitting in there thinking, this isn't so bad. This isn't so bad. You know, all the other guys were crying and bawling and everything else, and this isn't so bad. This isn't so bad. And they finally got released. The other guys all out, eyes watering, crying, everything else. He walks out and says to the sergeant, that wasn't so bad. Sergeant made him turn around and go back in for another 15 minutes.
So what is that? Military or police? One of those
Uh,
two.
Military.
Yeah, I wonder what it would be like if like Brando joined the cop police force. And because when you're a cop and you carry mace, you get maced. You get tased if you carry a taser and stuff like that. I wonder what it'd be like if they went out and like maced Brando. He'd probably just be sitting there like, oh, this stuff's not bad. And munching on some of it. He would like make his commanding officers so mad. I bet he would just stand there like, I've had worse than this and I'm dehydrating some stuff. And same thing with Johnny Scoville. Can you imagine Mason that guy? He'd probably be like, man, I've had extract worse than this.
And I'd sit there, wipe his eyes, and then lick his fingers.
Yeah, clean it off with his mouth.
Julian says it's got a little bit of a floral taste.
Yeah, exactly. Julian also said some people were unfazed. He was okay until he had to talk. Ouch.
Eric says I've got a squirrel story for you one day. Cool.
Yeah, I forgot about. I don't think I ever had one, but I forgot that Kmart had ices. And they had hot dogs and popcorn and all that crap.
Blue light specials.
Pretzels with cheese.
That's why I love going to any of those because all those stores had them. I just like walking in and smelling pretzels and popcorn and hot dogs and all that stuff. I don't really like popcorn. I'm not a big hot dog fan, but I love the smell of them.
That's where we used to shop. I mean, Kmart.
Remember Hills?
No, we didn't have that. We had. Where else do we have?
Yeah, what was that other one?
I forgot what the hell it's called now. It's been so damn many years.
We had a Murphy's Mart. I remember that.
Sam's Club snack bar. Sam's Club, man. There are people in there at 9-something in the morning eating pizza.
Yeah.
So 9-something. That, and I think that they said Costco's is going to stop selling some sort of hot dog, and Sam's is going to sell it. So they're thinking they may lose business because Costco is going to stop selling this certain hot dog or some crap I was reading the other day. I mean, you got to understand my definition of reading. It's very selective. I like look at points and don't really read a lot of it. So
I've never been to a Costco. I want to go like all those places I've heard about, like in movies and stuff. I want to go at least once just to say I've been there. Walk in, hear the guy saying, "Welcome to Costco. I love you. Welcome to Costco. I love you. Welcome to Costco. I love you."
Ever been in a Sam's Club?
No, no. When I was around one, you had to have a membership, and I was too young to get one or even want to pay for one. And when I was old enough, I just didn't want to pay the money, and then I moved.
well, like I said, unless you buy a lot of stuff, it's not really worth it.
Or wait, no, I have been in a Sam's Club. That's right, because someone I knew had a membership. I didn't buy anything, but I was in one.
Yes, Aaron, Montgomery Ward's.
I remember that.
There's another word we used to call it, but I'm not going to repeat that here. Uh, but yeah, man, Montgomery Ward's. Yeah, it was a bunch of those stores. Polish dogs. That's what it was, Aaron. Yeah, whatever the hell that is.
And if it's German or Polish and it's like a bratwurst or hot dog type thing, it's probably pretty darn good.
And with Batman, I used to. That's how I did most all my readings for English and stuff in high school and college. I just read certain points. Hopefully, they had cliff notes. Really hope they had a movie, and then really hope that the professor didn't write his.
There it goes again.
Yeah,
Yeah, you froze there.
froze.
No, you were froze.
Oh, did what? I missed.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Hopefully, there's a
Batman.
movie.
Yeah, Batman's comment about the headlines only. That's pretty much how I did high school and college. I just did that. Hopefully, they had a movie. And like I said, I really honestly did the philosophy from Ronnie Dangerfield Back to School. Why read the book when I'm in and out in 2 hours with the movie? That's really honestly how I look at things. I cannot envision things reading. I just can't do it. Like uh, one day Rob was going and making his this, that, and the other, and it was this, that, and whatever the story might be about Rob. I just can't envision that. I just don't see it. So if I have pictures, I'm there.
I
That
used to
are
be
that,
like
yeah.
that, but I'll tell you what, if you see a crazy headline story, read the entire thing sometime. Like, whatever story that you see that has a crazy headline, because, like, I don't know what the percentage is, maybe 80% of the time, you read the headline and it's like, whatever this crazy headline, by like the second to last paragraph, they're like, well, there was no video, no one witnessed it, but somebody said it third hand, and we kind of think that it happened. Meanwhile, like at the beginning, it's like police won't release the tapes and blah blah. Like they make it up to be this big story. You get all the way down to the end, they're like, yeah, well, nobody can confirm it, and the cops won't, let us know whether or not that's true. So we're saying it is, and it's the craziest stuff anymore.
I don't really watch the news or read the news or anything because I don't believe any of it. So
Yeah, I don't really pay attention to the news, but when I do come across a crazy headline, I read the entire article because, like I said, like most of the time you get down to the second to last paragraph or the last line of the second to last paragraph, and it's just like, well, this may or may not be true, but we printed it anyway.
yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, I mean, I was kind of looking at it up to about 3 weeks ago, and I told you why I kind of stopped looking at it altogether. I think more off air about that story about that mother. Uh, you remember that? I'm not getting into it, but yeah, that did it for me. So I'm not, I'm not into that stuff. Yeah.
And Batman, no, that was a joke because if you've ever seen the movie Idiocracy, when they go to the Costco, that's where I got my college degree. But when they go to the Costco, the guy, the greeter at the beginning, at when you walk in, that's what he says. Welcome, and he does it in like a monotone voice. Welcome to Costco. I love you. Welcome to Costco. I love you. Everybody's saying if you work at Costco, you make like 16 bucks an hour, 34K a year.
sometimes it depends on what job you're looking for. It's kind of hard to get in there too.
See, Russ is a mailman. He said his buddy works at Costco as a box boy. Been there over 10 years, makes more than he does.
Yeah.
And we know how the post office really doesn't know how to use money correctly.
Well, I mean, depends on what you're doing. Because if you're at the counter, one of the guys who was behind me, I mean, it was one of the funniest things because I mean, everybody, nobody seems to be prepared except a handful of people in a long line. When you go there, they don't have anything filled out. They don't understand anything about sending packages. They don't know anything. I mean, some people like me. I go there regularly, so I have everything prepared and it's all ready to go and all this other stuff. But it just takes sometimes so long when you're in the line. And this guy behind me was like, "Yep, see all the people at the counter, at the post office, they work at half speed. That's the normal speed, half speed." And you start thinking about it, and they just take their sweet time, man. Oh, this is fragile. Yeah. Oh, like this. It's just like the sloth in Zootopia. That's honestly how sometimes you feel at the counter. When you ever seen the movie Zootopia? It's a cartoonish type movie. Anyway, yeah, yeah, they're just slow motion. Now I'm back to my mail being the wrong address again in my box. Thank you. So God knows what other people are getting from my mail. Because I'm getting
Awesome
theirs.
hot sauce and pepper pods.
They could. Hell, I don't know. Somebody could have surprised me with something. Hell, it may not be here because they think it's the next street over. Because I had to walk like 2 or 3 packages last week to the other people down the street. Because mine has address has a. I'm not gonna say what it is, but nah, Russ, it ain't new carriers. These people are. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the hell. I hate the community boxes. I'm just gonna say that right off. Those are because I mean they're going in the way they're
There he goes again.
fill boxes. All these new communities have the same damn address for different streets. They're all named the same thing. So one's called Ahi Canyon, one's called Ahi Lake, one's called Ahi this, and they all look the damn same. So I don't know. It's just like confusing or whatever it is to them. I don't know.
Good night, Eric.
I don't know. I guess I can do another complaint, but we've all done it. When I took the packages last week to the people down the street, they're like, "Oh yeah, we've already done all the complaining to the postmaster or whoever it was." I'm like, "Join the club." Done it multiple times. So
yeah, I had a box, one of those community boxes, the last place I lived. I hated that thing. I wouldn't get my mail. I get my mail like once a week just because I hated walking all the way, a bunch of units down just to get to the box to open it up to find out I had nothing.
yeah.
So I wasn't expecting anything either, but I'd let that thing sit there forever. Check it like every other week sometimes. What was the missed a comment. Oh, that was a while ago. Julian said, yeah, a bud of ours started working there when they opened like a decade ago. Was making $25 plus working the gas pump. Jeez, oh man, I haven't seen someone working a gas pump in
long time.
Yeah, I can't tell you the last time. I don't think I've ever had anybody. No, we had one place in the town I used to live in, Pittsburgh. Only one gas station. They were like 2 cents more, and that was the only one that had a guy will pump your gas for you. I don't think he'd wipe your windows or check your oil or anything like that, like way back in the day. And I do remember those days. But I do remember that was the only one, and that's how they justified 2 cents more, because they had a guy that would come out and do it. And I believe before I moved, I believe they went away from that. They just tried to be competitive and not pay that guy anymore. Yeah, in Oregon, they have a pump. They make you have somebody else pump your gas, which I don't think that's the right way to go about it. But if the place wants to have it, they should. But
Yeah, but that's a different philosophy in that direction.
yep. Oh man, every day. You're not talking me into that stuff every day, Scott. Carolina Reaper brittle. Oh, covered in ghost powder. Oh, yeah, you can give it a try. I don't know what it is. I love peanuts, but I hate peanut brittle. I mean, obviously, I like peanuts, right? See, I didn't say it. I just showed it.
Whatever. That's it for me on that one.
Yeah, no way. Scott can't retire. There's many more challenges out there. Scott, check out the Valhalla sausage challenge.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. That makes more sense, Jared. So the guy with the Costco job that wasn't pumping the gas, he was just making sure you weren't stealing gas or something.
Right. Hey, what's up, Gage?
What's up, Gage?
Hey, Gage.
I believe I believe we're going to be having that here soon, right, Charles?
Yeah, I got a good pheno that's about ready. I thought it was almost ready for today, but maybe Friday if I come on. We'll see.
Oh, man, that will make people happy.
So then no cutting the pepper up. It just yeah.
As a reminder, have either of you looked at the clock lately? Kind of went over.
Nah, I don't look at the clock. I got Rob here.
I got burst of freezings.
Right when he said that, he froze.
Today was kind of a boring talk. A little bit about peanuts, a little bit about pizza, a little bit about this, a little about that. You didn't miss much. But I do suggest that you go back and replay and watch the whole thing.
And hit the thumbs up button.
And hit the thumbs up button.
Yeah, hit the thumbs up button if next time you would like Charles to restart his router before he comes on.
Oh, jeez. Hashtag Charles, restart router. That's not funny.
Yeah, we were talking about pepper spray. Aaron was talking about riots.
How much you make at Costco?
How much you make at Costco? How the USPS sucks.
Except for the route that Russ runs.
Except for Russ.
Got a few comments in about Ajis.
More about Ajis.
There's a lot of Aji talk.
I ate one of Scott's chips. What else did I do? No, that's pretty much it.
Showed off.
Got off a few more peppers.
Yeah.
A few peppers and that hot sauce that I showed on my live stream last night.
They were Scotch bonnets, right?
Yeah, I had one Scotch brain, so it's like I'm up to 67, I think, on that one.
Got a good, like, what, 17, 20 lead over Blumberg?
No, we're close. He's gonna beat me anyway, so it's all good. He's got a bigger plant than I do, so we're fighting for second. So he's gonna be second. Well, right now, like I said, I'm not really into the contest thing. I like to do it. It's just for fun. I mean, I'm not like super. So, like I said, I mean, I know first place is out, so I'm not even thinking about first place.
That man says he's agitated.
He's always agitated. When is he not? When you're not agitated, that's when I'm worried, Batman. I'm being serious. If you're not agitated, he's really agitated. He's leaving. Later, Batman.
Have a good night, Batman.
I guess he's upset. Hopefully, it's nothing bad. Or that we said. Julian said agitated.
You got at least 127 pods. Wow.
That is what he said. Agitated.
Oh, I got
There you go.
okay.
Continuing the topic of saying the incorrect pronunciation that we love so much.
Yes.
Love that. Aji. Gotta love some Ajis.
Oh, he said agitated. Okay.
Okay. We'll get it. We're kind of, for me at least, I'm kind of slow, so I may not get it right away.
And it's getting to be late.
Oh, I had like a 3 or 4 hour power nap after like 7 or 8 hours sleep, so I'm good. Just, I'm just trying to enjoy the last few days of my vacation. Not doing much.
Later, Batman.
Hey, Batman.
I'm not looking forward to Thursday.
Is that your first day back?
Yeah, because our work week starts on Thursday.
Ugh.
And then other people are going on vacation, so I have to just have more.
Wait, you'll be working double time then?
Nah, not double time.
Well, not double. You know what I mean, like covering for other people kind of time.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll just make adjustments to the schedule. Later on Sunday, I'm good. I don't want to not be on my own show.
That would suck. Just get it all set up, hit the live button, go back to work. Like, hey guys, I got a break here for 5 minutes. So what were we talking about? Okay, here's my opinion. All right, I'll be right back, and just leave.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, we'll just add another person.
Yeah.
That would be kind of funny though. Just have like another guy from the PLC on there, and you wouldn't be lying with your title. It'd still be Talk Time with 3 Pepper Guys.
That's true. Yeah.
Which is at what time? Sunday nights?
God, I can only imagine Thursday. Yeah.
No, I was advertising for you. Talk Time with 3 Pepper Guys is on Sunday night at what time?
Yeah, we don't have to say that crap anymore, Julian. So that's something we don't have to say.
I love you.
I know I love you.
Well, Tilapia Store, if you love what you do, you don't need to have a day off.
Hey, later, BD. Are we closing shop?
It should be.
Sure.
Okay. Well, I'm Charles P. Catch me on PLC. I have a couple sauces still available on PLC Marketplace. If you're not aware, didn't see last night, I have my own show on Sunday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central, 7 Mountain, 6 Pacific. I'll just go through all the time zones. Catch us on Sunday if you can, and that's pretty much about it. I'll be doing more pod reviews. Probably, hopefully, a Habanada tomorrow. So that should be another one that's updated or uploaded to YouTube tomorrow. I just did a pod review of Rob Blumberg's Yellow Jacket. So.
And type something in the chat. So if anybody has watched this in the aftermath through the whole thing, if you want to find out how to get a hold of Charles, well, you can see it at the very beginning, or you can see it right here at the very end too. Rob should do the same thing. Why haven't we been doing that? That would have been smart. I just thought of that. There we go. Charles just typed something in the chat.
Grown. Type something in the
It never
chat.
gets old, though.
Yeah.
So yeah, just check me out on my channel, and just, usually have a weekly pepper jungle update, and see what's going on in there
And a live stream
in the live stream.
Sunday night. So
Yep.
click that bell so you can get notifications of when that happens.
Yep.
Plus, sometimes YouTube doesn't want to give you those notifications, or not notifications, but they don't want to tell you in your subscription feed that somebody actually put out a video or is live. So if you hit the bell, that higher your priority of getting that message or notification.
Yeah.
I've been hearing that from a lot of like bigger YouTube channels, but YouTube channels in general that you just never know.
All set, Charles?
I'm done. Yeah.
Okay. So Rob Z is mine, as you can see there. Links up in the chat. And, yeah, that's main YouTube channel and PLC as well. So yeah, haven't been putting out as many videos as I'd like, but anybody who's been listening to me for the last few months knows my dilemmas. But anyway, yeah, those are those. So go watch them. Have some fun. And that's about it for me, I think.
There you go, Charles. You got another sub. Cemetery wasn't subscribed to you.
I had to subscribe to Cemetery too. I thought it was for some reason. Oops. Now I am.
Mr. Your turn.
If you're here, you know my channel. So, only thing I say is make sure to click the bell. That way you get notifications whenever we go live. Mondays, Fridays. Never know. I might go live any other time. Like Saturday, I went live just to say, hey, go over to Russ's channel and check us all doing the death nuts. So, hitting that notification. Like I said, sometimes it doesn't pop up in your subscription feed. And if you hit the bell, according to YouTube, you're there's a priority scale. And if you just are subscribed, you're like low priority. But if you have the bell wrong, then you're a higher priority type thing. And apparently, I haven't seen this myself, but apparently, if you hit the bell and you say sometimes get notifications, you're like the middle tier. And if you say always get notifications, you're the higher tier. I haven't seen that yet, but that's what I've heard from bigger YouTube channels. So I don't know. Do that. And that's it. You know where I'm at. I'm on this channel. More videos coming out. I got another one gonna upload probably after this, if not tomorrow. And another one later. And probably another one after that. And then a live stream. So anyway, that was it. What's that?
And then another one.
Probably another one, then maybe another live stream. Then but anyway, that was it, man. Yet another live stream on a Monday. So come back, check us out on Friday, and yeah, subscribe up to all the people in the chat and hit their bells because it's just fun to say ring their bell. So anyway, that was it. Oh yeah, there you go. Russ is better. Oh wait, keep your heads ringing. There you go. Who's that? Dr. Dre, right? Keep your heads ringing. But anyway, that was it. Yeah, we were live. You guys were here. It's awesome. We know that because you gave thumbs up. So we will catch y'all on the next live stream. So till then, later, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.